How you doing? I'm just
How
looking at
you
something on
doing?
the screen. Something just popped up on the screen. I didn't like. How you doing? Welcome
You
to
like
the
it.
Speakers Chronicles Paranormal Historians, where the history meets the paranormal. Hey, how you doing? We're here tonight. We're back, and we're here with a great guest tonight. Hey, Adam, how you doing? How you doing, Adam? And so you gonna put everybody on there? I'm gonna have to say hello to everybody.
Go ahead.
Okay, I just got a message. Um, I'm sorry, I'm getting messages here in this corner here.
It's
So
chaos
how's
here.
everybody doing? We're back.
Focus, focus,
Okay, hey!
focus.
I'm trying to focus. I'm in three places at
8 p.m.
one time. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jenny? I know you had a busy weekend. Kim, I know you did what you had to do, and I was home all weekend. So, how was your weekend, Jenny?
Let's start with Kim. We always start with me. Kim, what'd you do this
Because you
weekend?
know what Kim did.
No,
Yeah,
I
what did I
don't.
do?
Yeah. Last
You
weekend she went to Salem. You thought she was working. So what'd you do this weekend?
oh okay.
This weekend I worked.
Well,
See,
But I am wearing my Salem shirt. We
that's
had
the
like
thing.
special Salem sweatshirts made for
I
our
love it.
travel
I
group. So I
love
am wearing
it.
my Salem sweatshirt.
I love it.
So yeah,
What
just
about
keeping it a little unpredictable over here. Maybe I
Yeah,
worked this
okay.
weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. So
All right. We like it. We like it. Um,
Hey everyone.
yeah. Anthony, what'd
Welcome.
you do? Hi, everybody. What'd you do,
I
Anthony?
what did I do this weekend? Saturday, nothing. Sunday, nothing.
I love
Great.
it.
I just
I
sat
can't wait
home.
for you to do nothing.
I mellowed out this weekend. That's what I did. It's like we had nothing really to do. So what you do when you have nothing to do? Hey, you binge watch
I
and eat.
kind of love it.
That's it. You had a good weekend. Just
I
hanging
kind of
out and
love it.
mellowing. So I know Jenny. You would do. What would you do, Jenny? Come
I
on, don't say something.
investigated. All
You
right.
were in
Yeah,
my
I
This
town.
is
know.
my,
You were
you
right
know I
next
did.
door to me.
I was in Boonton,
I know. You were
right where
literally
Kim was.
like a 2-minute walk, 5-minute walk from my house.
I
Yeah.
know. I know. You could have come over
No,
if you
you
weren't working.
No.
I was at the Elks Club in Boonton, New Jersey with 9 Lives Paranormal. And I can't say too much because we did a fun thing that's gonna come out. And then we investigated and it was really active. Like I've been in this place when it's okay, but this was like off the charts. So
Ooh.
exciting.
So
And
whatever you
I
guys did
just
probably
lost
brought up energy.
it was so cool. It was really,
Ooh.
really good. They've just got something good going on there at that Elks Club.
Well, that's
Um,
the historical section of Boonton too. So
sure
it's
is.
like there's a lot of older houses in that area. And honestly, the history of Boonton it's like fascinating. So yeah, it's a great town. One of the reasons why I moved here, bonus, is that it's got such a really, really interesting history.
Kim wouldn't just live anywhere.
No,
You have
no,
to have a
you,
good
you got to
history.
capture my attention. You got to capture my historical
Look, she's
attention.
doing the hand thing. Like,
Yeah.
ah.
Well, she's a
Well, I am
paisan.
Italian. I am
She's a
Italian.
paisan.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Now
I'm not, but I love it.
she's a paisan
Um,
in New Jersey. So she's
there you
picking
go.
up the New Jersey paisans.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So I lost a contact like 30 seconds ago. So if everybody sees me doing this, that's why. Um, it's been I've been a mess. I had 2 teeth pulled last night also. So
Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
Yeah, we're
yeah,
like falling apart. I'm
little
not feeling that
loopy,
great tonight
Would you
either.
have
So we're like
your
falling
fangs
apart.
pulled, your
little loop,
canines?
little loopy tonight. I eat a lot of candy, guys, and I pulled one out and I messed up the one next to it. It's a
Yeah,
mess. Everybody knows I eat my gummy candy, my Sour Patch Kids, and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I hope you're feeling better.
Oh yeah, no, it's good. Um, so all good. Hi everybody.
so good.
Everybody's here.
So,
The gang's all here. I just can't see you.
oh, I got to do that too. Oh no! All right.
Yeah.
So we have a great guest on tonight,
Mm-hmm.
and we like to have Who wants to introduce him, Jennie or Kim?
I'm ready.
Go for it, Jennie.
Go ahead, Jennie.
Oh my God, Kimm. Okay.
She can't see the name.
I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't see Adam's name. Adam's like, yeah, kind of like,
Adam the
historian ghost hunter.
Very
Adam.
good. There you go. I even remember that. Here and here he
I know.
is.
I remembered it.
Bing, here he goes.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having
Welcome,
me.
Adam.
Yeah.
Hi, Adam.
Hi, guys.
He's ready. He's ready.
He's
We're
ready.
ready.
Oh yeah, he's all ready. He's going. He's
Yeah.
going for it tonight. Yeah,
I like it. Somebody matching my energy. Cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
ADHD. Let's go.
Yes. So, Kim, what? Adam, she's from Massachusetts. Are you originally from Massachusetts, or where are you originally from?
Born and raised in Maine, man. I grew up in a little town
okay.
called Auburn, and when I was 5, we moved to Lisbon, Maine, and that's when I found out I was going to the same high school as Stephen King because he went to Lisbon High School. So that's when my obsession with horror movies and everything began when I was about 6. Yeah, pretty wild.
Cool.
I met him last year, actually, Fred. I almost passed out, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's cool too.
I was in Bangor. His son, Joe Hill, who does Nosferatu, he's also an author too, Joe Hillstrom King. He did a book signing for free at the Briar Patch. It's actually a bookstore. Real quick. Al Brady got shot and killed there by J. Edgar Hoover in the FBI in 1939. He was America's Most Wanted after Dillinger died. So now it's a bookstore. So I do my tours there. There's a little brick that says Al Brady was shot here in the streets. If you watch the original It and Welcome to Derry, there's the Bradley gang. That's the Brady gang. That's a real thing. They were shot in the streets by civilians, by J. Edgar Hoover. Anyway, so I go there for the book signing, and Steve walks in with his crutch and his Bangor jacket. I'm over there going, ah. So I go up, I go, Mr. King, I went to the same high school as you. My ADHD was flipping, and he's like, not right now, son. And I snagged a picture of the back of his head. It's my profile picture. But I met Joe. Yeah, his son signed my book, Horns, the movie that the guy from Harry Potter's in that movie there.
Yes. Tom Felton.
Felton, but he wrote the book, so he signed my book copy. I got a selfie with him, and anyway, sorry for the long intro. I'm talking.
Now he's on.
I love it. Yeah,
you got plenty of time.
Nosferatu is quite good.
Yeah, so I've been obsessed with horror. Of course, I saw my first ghost when I was about 9 in 1988. And then I saw my first death when I was 15. My grandfather died in front of me at the hospital and vomited his eye rolled. Oh. So I've been involved in life and death since my mom died 5 years ago. I died in a car accident a year after her in her car for 38 seconds. So, yeah, man, I live positively. I love life. I love wrestling and stupid stuff. At the same time, I'm very much spiritual. I follow God and I follow death, as weird as it sounds. But I'm looking for answers. I'm not just looking for fun and looking for a TV show and looking to say, what's my sweatshirt? Mm-hmm. I'm looking to say mom.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm looking to say Papa, Dad. I mean, so anyway, nice to meet you guys. Adam Began from me.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That's tonight's show. Thank you for everybody.
Guys,
the whole life story.
No. We're playing a drinking game. Fuck that. I brought moonshine. You guys lied to me.
Moonshine. So he's doing good.
Oh, wow.
By the time the end of the show, everybody just say cannoli like a million times.
Yeah.
Us Italians, man.
Hey, cannoli. We said it.
Bill Slevin.
Everybody knows when you say cannoli.
I was going to say, you're getting a shout out here, Sleppin' Paranormal.
Yeah, Bill Slevin was in the Warren Legacy Foundation with me. I loaded up Annabelle on stage at the Warren Museum. Not museum, but Warren Paracon at Mohegan Sun. Tony Spera asked me personally. I've been a part of the Warren Legacy Foundation with Chris McKiddle and Lorraine's son. I'm not saying I'm somebody, but I'm just letting you know that I'm all about this show, and I'm always the host, and I'm glad to be a guest. So this is cool.
Yeah, great.
Well, we're glad you're a guest.
Yeah, right on.
But there's a lot to unpack there, Adam, that you just went through.
I kind of vomit all
we
at
have
first.
A lot to talk about. We'll take it one at a time.
I want to go back to when you were 9. So what was that? What was your first paranormal experience?
So it's weird. But in 1988, Lisbon, Maine, it was my trailer and my mom's father, my papa Willette, George Willette. He passed away on a pile of potatoes at Bork's Market in Lewiston, buying some stuff at a grocery store. My mom had to go identify his body and everything. So that night that he passed, or 2 nights later, rather, my aunt from California came down, Pam, and I was woken up. I don't know what time. I was 88. I was born in 79, so do the math. I was 8 or 9. But I was woken up and walked to the fridge to get a drink of water. And he told me he loved me, protect mama, everything. I love you, this and that. And I said, okay, Papa, okay. And I woke up the next day, and it's like, at 9 years old, you're not going to tell no one that. You feel like a weirdo. I don't want to be, I didn't have no proof. But then I find out 15 years later that my aunt was sleeping on the couch the night after, because she was there for a couple nights. And my sister, who's 4 years younger than me, was looking up at the ceiling going, okay, Papa, love you too. I said, well, then I got to tell my story now. So then I told my story. I said, I saw him the night before, I'm pretty sure. And it was peaceful. It was pretty peaceful. It just really, when you're young, your cat dies, or maybe like whatever, your grandmother, but to have like, which is still as bad as your grandfather, but just the whole thing, I guess. It's, 1988, 7 years, there's no CGI. There's none of that weird shit. I'm watching Care Bears and G.I. Joe wrestling. Mm-hmm. So to see that, I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So that really lit me up a little bit. And that really stuck on to me. Has he visited me since? Maybe not so much. I don't think so. But that definitely, and you don't know if it's your own disbeliefs. Maybe you're having a weird dream. I'm young. But then when I find out, like 20 years later, my sister approached my aunt, or my aunt woke up to find my sister talking to the ceiling. I go, well, okay, well, maybe he did say goodbye to his grandchildren. So then I told my story.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Just awesome experience.
So it wasn't like a scary moment. It was just like you were just like, you just accepted it. It was just like, this happened. I accept it. I felt like it was real. And then when the family came forward, it was like double validation.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I remember vaguely of him
going on.
And you don't think, like as with any, people think spirits and ghosts, they go, oh, but if it's a calming presence, your grandfather, even your mother, whatever, even your cat, if it's something that you're familiar with and know, if it's non-docile, it's almost rewarding, if that makes sense, in a morbid way, I guess. Mm-hmm. But it's, what's up, Asia? She was my guest a couple weeks ago. What's up, kiddo? So I don't know, man. I roll with it, and I look to answers from people like you, mediums, psychics, people that collaborate my story and say, you know what, and like you're doing now. So thank you for the free advice, because it's something I need with me. At 46 years old, man, I still think of that shit 40 years ago, whatever, 38 years ago. How could you not, right? And you don't really know answers until you move on. And by then, who am I telling my story to? Maybe you. I'm going to come talk to you when I'm dead now, you see?
Yeah.
Kimm, it's Adam.
Pass it on.
I'd be like, what, Adam? What do you want?
Let me guess. You did. The Stephen King movie came out. I know, Adam.
Yeah. Maybe you'll be the next influence on Stephen King's book, or his son's book, or something.
But honestly, fast forward a couple more years, the same hospital where they used to hang people in Lewiston, and where Stephen King went to the hospital where he got hit by that car on his birthday. Oh, we got hit by the car on his birthday, but the guy that hit him died a year later on Stephen King's birthday. That's no shit. But the hospital Stephen King went to, that we used to hang people, I was born at, Central Maine Civic Center, Medical Center. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, that's where I saw my grandfather die. He was on his deathbed, my Conrad Began, my dad's father. And I remember we went, it was around his birthday. I gave him a card and stuff. And everybody in my dad's family were all together, except for my dad and my mom were separated. So as my grandfather's losing his shit, the thing's flatlining and everything, and everybody's rushing out the kids with the better halves. My mom's not there. My old man's flipping out. So I'm sitting there going, duh, at 15, watching my grandfather fucking start to get into it, but vomit and it's not peaceful death every time. So I saw some wild shit, man. I saw his body convert, the whole nine. And that brings you to like super nun. Like I don't want death anymore. No horror movie. Or it's going to bring you to like, I need more. And not in a weird way. I'm not trying to scare you, but I need answers, man. And that's not it. And that helps me out with life. I think, right? So
most of us that do paranormal investigating or research or whatever you want to, everybody has their own words for what they do these days. And I don't know, you politically correct, I don't care. But, these days, but I forgot what I was going to say. Senior moment. But,
Glorious.
Everybody who started into paranormal actually seen something, or experienced something, and they were looking for answers at the beginning before everybody gets to where they are now, where they think everything is money. But at the beginning, I know when I first started, I started seeing things at 3 years old, and then through the years, and then I did see my grandmother and my grandfather. My grandfather after he died, and my grandmother later on. But I'm just, because of that is why I started looking, because you wanted answers. Why am I saying this and the kid next door is not? Or the person here. And why is my mother saying, don't say nothing to nobody? Why?
Wow,
so you go and you try to find out the answers. Yeah, we couldn't. I started seeing stuff in 1960s.
Wow.
So 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. I couldn't talk about half this stuff because, well, I did. I got a big mouth. I talk about it, and people.
Well, you'd be in a straitjacket and that house bouncing your head off
Yeah,
the wall
that's
because it
people
wasn't
think,
accepted.
oh,
Right?
oh yeah, everybody's like this next to me.
Yeah. Now they'll sign you to a YouTube channel. Oh, you want your own channel? You want your own show? Now it's
Yeah,
cool.
so now I got a show.
Like Harleys are cool
Got a
now.
show
Used to be a
going.
bad boy. Now it's cool.
But back then you couldn't talk about it or nothing. So all of us got started when we couldn't talk about it, and a lot of us started because of experiences we had, and we trying to find the answers. Why are we having that experience and not everybody else? Why? And then we get more into it, and you find out other people did have experiences, and now you're trying to find your answer, but you're starting to understand more, and you're opening up more to the paranormal, or you're investigating or whatever, just opening your mind up to the afterlife, and why it's still here. Okay, the answers are still not going to be answered unless we're over there, which none of us want to be over there, But the whole thing is, we all started with that experience that got us to where we are today to, investigate or, in that nature.
God, you
some
gotta
are
write your own
younger,
fucking
some
book.
are
You gotta write
older,
your
some
own
are
book on
older in
how-tos.
life, but it still doesn't matter.
Spot on, man. And it's not the moonshine talking. It's you.
Yeah, I know.
It's literally. It's almost like you're reading a pro. It's almost like you're reading a
You
prompter.
keep on
It's
drinking that
literally-
moonshine. You make me sound smart.
Oh Christ Almighty! Make everybody sound smart. I'll be on everybody's show, Nicky. I'll keep it up.
I love it. I wish I had some moonshine right now.
No, here we go. What do you got? A Red Bull? Come on now, change it up a little bit, would you? Some spaghetti sauce? Come on. What the fuck is that? Closer.
Pellegrino. It's Italian. It's Italian water.
I'll give you my address after the show. Send me a case for Christmas, Paisan. Come on now.
You know what I mean? It's Italian water. I got
Sounds
that.
delicious.
That's the orange flavor.
Yeah.
Very
Oh,
good.
that's good stuff.
I don't care if it's
So,
Italian
Adam-
cola water. I drink it.
Adam, you're in Maine, right?
Yep. I've traveled around. I've been to Iowa. I've been to the Axe Murder House. I've been something the night at Lizzie Borden's. I've been to Gettysburg 4 times, but I'm born and
Yeah, I
raised
got
in
all those
Maine.
pictures for you.
I live up here by Mount Katahdin, by the Appalachian Trail where it ends.
Oh yeah. No, I know exactly where you are. So I went to college at University of New Hampshire, and I love Bar
Wildcat.
Harbor. I've been there multiple times to Bar Harbor. There is something so magical about that area. It's like I can't even explain it. And then I've also been to Orono, so I've been to the University of Maine. So I don't know. That's still pretty far. Like you're still pretty inland, aren't you?
Orono is about an hour and 20 minutes from me to the east.
Oh, yes, right. Yeah.
I'm up honestly by Dexter. You ever heard of Dexter, Maine? Like they made
No.
Dexter shoes. That's where
No.
Stephen King filmed the beginning of Creepshow 2 when the guy's throwing papers out of the thing to little Timmy. And there's a clock tower there. That's the downtown Dexter. They have a Red Hot Dog Festival. And it's a cute little town, but I live about a half hour above that little town. Literally no stoplights in my town. There's about population 1,100. I don't say my name or my town because I want people to come find me. It's that small. It's literally tiny.
Wow.
It's about.
But there's something about Maine, and Jenny, and I mean Anthony. Obviously, you've been to Maine because you went to MaineCon. And Anthony, was that your first time to Maine?
First time to Maine.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. So Jenny, have you been to Maine? You have.
Really? Whereabouts, Jen?
I can't hear you, Jenny. You're muted.
Oh, you're muted, hun.
Yeah.
She's blind and mute.
Yeah.
Oh no.
To talk.
Did you say? Oh, there we go. Oh
Can you
no.
talk?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Not
Yeah,
there,
it's like weird, but
That was weird because I wasn't muted, but okay. Little paranormal activity on the show. Yes, a couple different places on vacation.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
Mary Beth. Oh.
Old Orchard Beach
Yeah,
in Portland or
several.
anything?
Yeah, beaches. Yeah.
Old Orchard Beach has got
That
the
was
original, the inspiration for Christine. It's got a police car that killed like 45 people. People have committed suicide. They took it out of commission, and people have been run over by it. And it's an inspiration for. Anyway, that's in Old Orchard Beach. Come to Maine.
there's
I'll show you
something
everything. I know a lot of stuff.
super spooky about Maine. I don't know what it is, but there is like something. It's like pristine. I don't even know how to explain it, to be honest. And I've been there many, many, many times.
It's
Yeah,
gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. But there's times I'm driving around the road and I'm like, I feel like I'm in a Stephen King movie. Not to bring him up again,
Yes.
but it's literally there's graveyards from the 1600s, 1700s There's roads with literally no houses for fucking miles. There's fog when there shouldn't be. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
but
wild
it's like
rabbits by my house, wild bats and rabbits. Rabbits.
Yeah.
I love
Rabbits.
rabbits. But it's like
So
a different feel than like Ohio spooky. It's
For
like
sure.
it's different. It's different. I don't
No,
know.
for sure.
If anybody else has been there, feel free to say in the chat, like if they can put it into better words. But it has this like really spooky
atmosphere. It has an atmosphere, like this natural atmosphere, right?
Well, plus we're stuck like
and
30
there's a
years
reason
ago.
that Stephen King movies work like that have that atmosphere because of it. I agree with you totally.
Yeah, good point.
You go to towns and there's still gas pumps that don't take credit cards. I mean, we literally live in like the 1980s still. In certain towns, you go. There's payphones still. There's little phones on the side. You put a quarter in, you can call somebody and shit. You don't even see that.
It's like another time. I love it.
Like a right. Like anyway, okay. I'm not gonna.
I remember driving up there, and I'm driving up, and I see water on both sides of the road. I'm like, where the hell are we going? It's not a bridge; it's a road.
You're in Bar Harbor, friend, where the pirate.
I'm driving up. I'm like, where? This road. I mean, I thought it was cool. It looked really nice. It looked beautiful, but I was like, where the hell am I going here?
Yeah, I mean, it's
like
like
I could drove back in time. I don't know, but it was really nice.
That's
I got
to
see, I got to see the whole town. I got to see the the venue out there. That's all I really got to see out there.
And that's why I'm doing tours, not to cut you off or change the subject, but that's why I started doing tours. People do Stephen King tours. There's tours, but no one does history, movie sites, and hauntings. Plus, I travel. I know places, and I can go to Portland. I can go to fucking Salem, where you're talking about. I've been to Salem numerous times. I know where the original witches were hung in back of Walgreens. I know Ground Zero, where the Black Witch Tituba, the Black Slave that started the witchcraft in Danvers. I know where that is. America's first fruit tree, 1965, planted by a pilgrim. It's a pear tree. It still puts fruit out in Danvers. It's got a fence around it. Historically haunted tours. I'll take you for the price. I literally will. I figure when life's too short, and after my car accident, I wanted to make a purpose of my life, not have, you know what I mean? So it's been 6 years now, and I've been trying to do podcasts, trying to do tours, trying to just survive. I work at 9 to 5, unfortunately. But for now, I'm trying. I'm halfway through my first book. I'm not an author yet. I'm trying to. I'm halfway through it. But I'm trying to write about my experiences. I'm trying to write about my father, my grandfather dying, all that shit. So I'm really trying to make a living out of this. Not trying to write Stephen King's coattails or Ghost Hunter's coattails, none of that stuff. Just trying to show people the experience. And I've given some tours. Danny and them, the Perez's, have the hearse. They've taken 3 of my tours because I know that many areas, and they've taken different spots. I've been to the house where the kid get killed by the truck in Pet Cemetery, same color house. I could bring you to the truck that was used in that. It's a thing in the side that says used in Stephen King's 1988 Pet Cemetery. The guy that drove the truck, Donnie, that was my first guy. I'm a booking agent. That was my first client. He signed with me for 2 years. My podcast gave me $2,500, and I represented him for podcast. I'm not trying to toot. It's legit shit. I'm trying to live, man. It's having fun. And Maine is not a forgotten state. It's not a Rhode Island. Nothing against any of those states, but there's so much to offer in Maine, and no one's doing it. So I'll take it. Let's go.
True.
Let's go. I mean,
when I was talking to them, Jeff and them, and he said, "There's nothing out here. This is the only thing," and that's why it was so big. And I'm like, "This is why, because there was nothing out there." And now you tell me, but the whole thing is, Maine does seem. When I went out there, you're
not coming here unless you're coming here. It's a dead end state. You're not going through it.
Like you guys were saying,
not going through.
But I mean, I didn't go to many places, but you can still feel something. So I think it's untapped.
See, if you were to talk to me a little bit in Augusta, they have the House of Pancakes. That's where they shot scenes of Stephen King's movie Thinner.
Yes.
When the guy has a gypsy and loses weight, when he's talking to his lawyer, that's in Augusta. And if you keep on going to Belfast, that's the diner where the guy was talking, "Hey, mama," the old gangster guy. That I went to that diner, Wally's Diner, and they told me bring a tour there. That bar was taken off a pirate ship in the 1700s because I know my shit. I want to dig and I want to expect. No one knows this, and I'm not trying to get people to move to Maine, but I want people to at least explore Maine. Even New Hampshire, Betty and Barney Hill's alien abduction site, Laconia. I've been there. There's a marker, first ever in America, black and white couple. I've been to that house they died in
many times. Yeah,
the house they died in Portsmouth. Yeah. I've been to that, and I've been to their graves in Kingston. Because I gotta go for the gusto, man. Gotta go for the gusto.
Why does the history fascinate you so much? Why is because I mean the history fascinates me.
Because
I mean,
people,
Yeah.
great question, and I'm spazzing out because I'm loving the show. No,
Yeah.
every time I go on a show, they always talk about like other shit, and I love this. This is really fun. You guys just have a great show. I'm gonna.
Yeah, we want to know how you got into the history. Like,
Hmm.
what made you love history?
It's about
It's
you,
just-
brother.
It's dude, it's like because people only know the history they're not supposed to know. People know bad history or what they tell you, and and you know what I mean. And there's so much negative, and the witch hangings, and all this stuff. And I get all that stuff. It's a great tourist attraction. I get it, but there's so much positive. The dude that invented chewing gum is from Bradford, Maine. It even says the birth of spruce gum, the first gum ever, 1865. John Bradford from fucking.
Fun facts. I love it.
I love it, man. Little stuff.
I live for fun facts.
America's first female author, Sarah Orne Jewett, the first female author that didn't write romance novels. She died in her house in Berwick, and she scratched her name in the window. And I can bring you there because I've done a tour there, and no one knows Sarah Orne Jewett. I go, yeah, America's first female author, bro. You know,
Yeah,
have some
like,
respect for the
get
female,
in.
kid.
Yeah,
it's
go.
great.
They say they see her in
Yeah.
the window to boot, so she haunts it. That's called a 2-for-1. That's a history and a haunting. Historian, ghost, hunter. Get them both. Get the history, get the ghost. Take it. You know?
Yeah, Kim's like, I get it.
Like,
Kim, the ghost is
Yeah,
Well,
what's
one
up?
of the
You know
reasons,
what's up.
I mean, I love the history because it actually brings a little bit deeper life to actually who the energies are. And, you know, I would say this, behind every phenomena, behind everything you capture on screen and all of this is, you know, a person's life experience here on this planet. So I love going into the weeds, as we call it,
Cheers
into
for
the
that.
actual like back of it,
Yeah.
and finding those little nuggets that nobody knows about. And I also love, and you probably do this too, Adam, is correcting the stories. I have been to multiple places where they are putting out this story about a boy or what, you know, whatever it is. And I'm like, okay, well, let me go into the history books and see if this corroborates with what I'm experiencing, what we're picking up on our investigation. And it's
Yes.
not true. It ends up being not true, the story that they're telling, you know, people as they come in. So I don't think that's right. I think that's unethical.
And how rewarding is that? Not to cut you off, but to be like, yo, I just uncovered you know what I mean? Oh, it's apple. It's apple slice, and it's like apple spice for wintertime. I got a lot of snow here and there. I could go like a slushy if I wanted to. But don't cut you off, Chica, but that is literally it. Because okay, you said you went on investigation this weekend, right? Was that you, Jamie?
That was Jennie.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Jennie, I'm sorry. I can't read either, apparently. I'm stoned.
Tell me whatever you want.
You went to you went on investigation though, correct?
She did.
Yeah, I did. I do a lot of investigating.
I love it. That's
Yes.
that's all about real life stuff.
Yeah.
So Saturday, Heather, my girlfriend Heather of Witch and Life Guide, she makes these bracelets out of lava rocks and gems. It protects us when we go. Real stone, real lava rocks.
Beautiful.
Heather's, I don't know if you're watching, girl. What's up? Heather Kimm and Nitty Witch and Life Guide.
Matter of
Her
fact,
and
I don't want to cut you off, but those the bracelets
Yeah.
on the advertisement that I have with your face on Facebook, your arms are like this. You got the bracelets on,
That's why I did it,
nice.
because she made a bunch for the Paracon that we
you-
went to. Yeah.
and I seen you put that
Shout
down.
out
That's
to
why I wanted to put it in.
Heather.
So I advertise both of
Heather.
you guys on Facebook.
My Italian
We love
witch. She got more tattoos than I do. She's a good shit. You guys would like her. She's very spiritual. She's not in it for any of the fame at all. But anywho, so what was I talking about? Shit.
You said I went investigating on Saturday.
Oh,
We were
yes.
talking about investigating.
Okay, well, this is about her. What we're talking about correcting history now. Okay,
Yes.
it's minor, but every little minor detail matters. So we went to America's oldest wooden fort, Fort Western in Augusta, Maine, Maine's capital. 1754. It was built as a trading goods space by the British, because we weren't in America yet until 1776. They used it as the French and Indian War. They used it for that. People died there. A cop got shot there, whatever. So we went there, and they were talking about how Paul Revere went there, which Paul Revere did. But they said that Benedict Arnold went there and spent the night. Now, he did go there, but he spent the night at a mansion up the street. Sounds stupid, I know. But people were like, oh, he went there and he spent the night there. I'm like, no. The tour guide said, no, Wikipedia is wrong. I go, so little corrections, right? I know it doesn't sound big, I guess, but it's the truth, ain't it?
Right.
It's like
I
urban
know
legends,
Kim
and
before that.
so many
Kim's
are
always
not true.
Kim, when she does her research, she always finds something wrong. and she always
Highly
finds
critical.
something wrong
Highly
with
critical.
history, and she goes, "Oh, this is what," and then she'll correct
It's true.
it. Even when we go to investigations, we do old homes and stuff like that. The three of us, and in Morristown and stuff, and she always finds something that it's doesn't sound right, and she corrects it. So
Right.
that's our Kimm.
So I
Mhm.
got a question for you guys. Would you
Yes.
guys come
That's
on
what
my
I love. The
podcast?
mystery. They actually like.
Can I
What was
get
that?
you guys on? Can I get you guys on my show one at a time or two at a time or something at some
Sure,
point?
sure,
Sure,
We
whenever
would
you want.
love to.
Yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
I usually go
Together,
Thursdays at
separate.
7.
okay, yeah. Thursdays are good for us. I good for me.
Yeah.
I can't say for them.
It's
but
perfect.
Man, you guys got all different personalities, but you're all good people. I can feel the vibe in this
We are
room.
all very different.
I love
What?
it, but you're all dope. You're all
But
good.
it works.
I can feel it.
But it
Let's go.
works.
It works. Adam, what? Tell
Yeah,
us
we
about
work.
your show. Tell us about your
Yeah.
show.
Okay, so check it out.
Years
So
in
after I'm a storyteller. I can't help it. But but people, I mean, I don't like leaving questions. By the time I'm done, you go, okay. So after my mom passed, we were trying to sell our house. I got her was given her car and her will. Not really will. She died without knowing, but my sister worked out a deal. So I got hit on collision. I died for about half a minute, got revived in the ambulance. So I was homeless. I lost my shit, lived in an abandoned RV for a little bit. And this guy asked me, Ross Rapazzo from Paranormal Radio King Network out of Quebec, Canada. He goes, would you come on my show? Because I was still doing my ghosty shit. I said, sure, I'll come on and talk. So I talk, and he goes, at the end of the show, he goes, you're a talker. He goes, you're a talker. You're fun. You know your shit. Do you want your own show? I go, really? He goes, I'll give you like $10-20 a month. It's a radio show, blah, 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 live through Las Vegas, but it's through Canada, blah, blah. So I did that historically haunted show. It was audio only. I get that on Spotify. I talked to Dustin Perry from the Ghost Hunters. I talked to Jeff Mudgett, H.H. Holmes, America's First Serial Killer.
I had him on my dad show. Yes.
Yeah, I talked
Great
to, Judy Sparrow, who doesn't talk to many people. I talked to, Tony, Dan Rivera before he passed. Different people. I talked to regular people too, folks like you and me. I'm not trying to compare, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, and then someone said, "Go visual, blah blah blah. You can get stars, this and that, or whatever." So. About 3 years ago, I went live on the podcast with the BB3 network for one show. And I said, you know what? I don't need you guys. I can just do this myself. It's kind of hard working. I'm not going to lie. I do it every week, but I get $1,000 a year sponsorship. I just got $1,000 2 weeks ago for next year's sponsorship. I get weekly sponsors at $20 a piece through Venmo. People send me money. And it's not about that. It's about the money, but it's getting noticed. I'm getting shared for platforms. I'm growing, and I'm not kissing ass. I'm being who I am here. I smoke weed. I drink. I swear. And people tune in, and they just love it. So I go on YouTube after, and it's just, I get to just shoot the shit, and everybody's got a story. I know I'm a talker, but usually, I believe it or not, I give them the voice. I really do. I try to. It's just I'm
You're
talking
here to
now.
talk to us tonight. You talk as much as you like.
Well,
we have
I
a
feel
question.
weird. I feel weird.
Well, yeah, actually, this is a good question, Mary Beth. I don't know if you're willing to talk about your NDE or go into it, Adam. Some people are, some people aren't. So if you are willing to go into it, I'm sure we have a lot of questions about it too.
I'll go into anything. What is it called again?
Near-death experience.
Near-death experience.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not going to you kids with your abbreviation.
Yeah, I know. I get confused about that too. What's NDE?
Oh,
near-death experience.
Like,
hey, OMG, right?
Yeah.
OMG, how is your NDE? If you're willing to talk about it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
dude, honestly, I don't. Now that my mom's passed, I'm not scared of anybody. Well, my girlfriend, Heather. But anyway, so
okay, good call.
So thank you. I love I'm a good. I try to be a good man. So anyway, so she made me this sign, by the way, historically haunted. She made that for me, vodcast. I brought it.
I love that.
Nice.
She's a crafter. So I remember coming off of work. I was cleaning offices at the time with vacuums and shit at night, scrubbing with walls and whatever, like a cleaner thing. And I remember coming back and ordering a Little Caesars or a pizza. I pulled over in Scarborough by the mall. I'll never forget it. I ordered a pizza. Extra old world pepperoni because I like that shit. And I pull out of there, and I shit you not, I remember nothing but waking up with my pants cut off and no underwear on, lucky me, and my shirt, and the two guys above me with paddles going, there he is. You know what's going on? I go, huh? And I'm in a ambulance. I hear the sirens. My clothes are cut off me. There's no pizza in my face. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Literally out of it. And they tell me you were in a, severe accident. We lost you for about a half a minute, 35, 8 seconds. I can't remember to this day, but
Wow.
We
So
lost your
you didn't
focus
hear
there.
anything or see anything?
It's literally like it was. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Black. Some people say that, and that worries me because I try to believe in God. I got my rosary. I've been to catechism, but it was just. I don't know if it wasn't my time. If I was, because from what people told me, bystanders said I crawled out of the car after I was flipped upside down in the ravine, the salt water from Nonsuch River in Scarborough, which is salt water going to the ocean. Ford Fusion, man. I got pictures of it on my.
Oh my goodness, that's
Yeah,
a little car.
The airbags went up and my head hit the windshield anyway. So, what was I saying? So bystanders said that I crawled out and I was telling jokes, not me, right? And I was just kind of keeping people occupied until I guess the ambulance showed up. And when the ambulance showed up, I was almost like, okay, they're here. And I just dropped, I guess.
Well,
so this was
thank
literally,
goodness they were there.
dude, this is literally 4 months into COVID. So guess who's not visiting me? So I'm in the Portland hospital. My phone's in the car with my wallet. I'm trying to remember anybody's name or number. I don't even know. I'm literally John Doe at this point. I'm got amnesia, I guess they call it. We kind of out of it.
Yeah.
Slight amnesia.
Yeah.
So after about 4 hours at St. Mercy Hospital in Portland, I believe that's where Stephen King was born, actually.
Oh.
I lose you? No.
No.
I came to. I remember my old lady's cell phone. She came and got me, and I sat in her bed for about a couple months recovering, but that was wild, dude. That was wild. That really caught me off guard. And that was 2020, a couple months into it, I think, if I remember right after winter. So it was a couple months, about a year after COVID, whatever. It was still around that time. Panicky, you know what I mean? So I did DoorDash, man. I didn't have a job. I was still homeless, but I stayed with her for a little bit. I wasn't supposed to, but she's in an apartment without me, blah, blah, blah. I did DoorDash for a little bit. I came to, and I'm not going to lie to you, dude. Not many people checked on me. My girlfriend took care of me. My dad called me, and my girlfriend's like, check on him, and no one gave two craps. I got more love from the people on Facebook. I'm not trying to get personal, but I get more love from you guys that care about my own sister doesn't know I have a podcast. My dad doesn't know I do tours. I've been doing this shit for years. I don't tell them. They don't ask. I live up here in Maine 3 years by myself. I get no visits, man. That's it. So it's cool. It's cool to know my stuff, but my real friends, I'm not going to lie, are these social media guys, man. They dig what I got. My people at work love me. It's just my own family that doesn't care since my mom died. So I do it for me. I do it for my girlfriend and her kids, for a future for them, to leave some sort of legacy behind. And just honestly, dude, have fun while I'm here. I could drop dead tonight. I'm not going to lie. When you've seen death, when you've been death, I don't take things for granted. I could die tomorrow. So for now, man, I'm leaving my legacy beside. Adam the Historian Ghost Hunter, Historically Haunted, YouTube. Check out all my episodes. Check out all my adventures. Me going to Stephen King places. Me going to... trying to think off the top of my head. I went to a witch's grave in York, Mary Nason, the White Witch of York. She's got a concrete slab above her grave, a couple feet. Let me get rid of this. There you go.
Nice.
Can you see me?
I can see. I'm just putting some pictures on.
Oh, that's you, not me. I thought it was me tripping out. Yes, thank you so much for sharing. I don't get a lot of followers. I do, I guess. That's my Facebook page, which I do get some followers, which is great. But my YouTube's where I make my videos. I go to like the birth of the hamburger. In Haven, Connecticut, 1989. I've been to the birthplace of fried clams. So a lot of it is ghosts, but I try to do history too because it's fun.
I'm going to show some pictures that as you're talking, as I go on, I'll show you some pictures that you sent me.
Oh, Gettysburg!
I love Gettysburg. Devil's Den is such great history and everything.
So much. I was part of Historically Haunted, or It's Haunted crew back then. I'm part of a team until I made my own with Chris Sanders. I don't know if you know him or not. He's like a
I know Chris.
Yes.
That was his team. I was his right-hand guy until he kind of did me wrong. I'm not going to get into it. I'm okay with him, but whatever. I got my own.
Yeah. The Devil's Den has history by it too. And up on the top where the sniper is, a picture of a dead sniper up there. And it's weird because he wasn't killed there.
No.
He was killed somewhere else. They dragged the body to the top where the original sniper was, but I didn't get him. No. But they dragged the body there just for a photo op.
For a prop. For a photo.
For a prop. They dragged the dead body off the field just to put up there.
Oh my God. One way ticket to hell, boys.
For a newspaper. Isn't that crazy?
So not worth your Facebook post 40 years. Jeez.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
right.
There's another one.
Yeah. Even back then, they did stuff like that. Yeah.
You want to know something funny?
I mean,
This literally happened about 5 months before my car accident. This happened when me and Chris Sanders going to Iowa, and COVID hit right when we hit Ohio. So when we get to Axe House, they closed down because of COVID. So we stayed in a hotel for a week in Des Moines. I saw where Slipknot was buried, one of the drummer that died. All regular basis, I mean. And we left. I didn't get to go in because COVID happened. Then I come home and get in a car accident.
Oh no!
That's right before my death. Not laughing at it, but
great.
whatever.
Crazy. Okay. Lizzie Borden.
Oh, Lizzie. That was 4 months before my mom passed. I blame Lizzie for it, but my girlfriend got us a room there. And Leanne, who passed away, goes, the other guests canceled, guys, don't die. For $180, we had the whole house to ourselves. So I stayed up all night, bro. Went to every room, the basement with my recorder. My EVP caught a blue orb. I got touched blue orb in the basement on the shop vac. Yeah. Fall River, Massachusetts, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we also went to Sleepy Hollow. I got a little bit of money a couple of years back, and we sold my mom's house or whatever. I got a little bit about a place where I live here in Upper Maine. And we went to Sleepy Hollow. We spent the night in Terrytown. Went to the grave site of the author Washington Irving. Bought his book, and then we went to a grave site next to that town where the British hit it off the Hudson River with a cannonball in the graveyard. We get to that. I forget the name of the town, but
Sleepy Hollow. If all our Dark Shadow fans,
Pet Cemetery filmed Pet Cemetery and not Pet Cemetery, the Stephen King song.
Yeah, but Dark Shadows was a show back in the 60s. I don't know if you remember that.
They talk about me. Dark Shadows.
The original Dark Shadows here was actually filmed. The Collins house is there in Sleepy Hollow, and the graves where Barnum Collins, the Collins graveyard, they had a big monument and stuff there where the bodies were buried. Yeah. That was there. That's there too. And they filmed in those areas just for Dark Shadows.
They had some in Rhode Island, and they talked about Maine, but it's basically New York. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh man, you guys know your stuff. This is a good show. You guys tune into the show every week. I see that girl Mary Beth asked earlier about Iowa. No, I traveled to Iowa twice. We went to the death site of Buddy Holly, the plane crash site. His glasses are up. I went to the Field of Dreams site that they shot with Kevin Costner. A couple things in Des Moines where Slipknot was. I'm a big Slipknot fan. I met the whole group a couple years back on a show. So I went to where they used to jam, Exile Brewing and stuff. And Iowa and Ohio, man, nothing but flat and cornfields. Like, in fact, there's no ocean, no mountains, nothing. It's just
flat. Very not like the Northeast.
No, I like
it. Yeah, my brother lives in Kansas.
You go to these places.
Kansas, Ohio. Oh yeah, I mean, there's old barn houses by the cornfields and stuff, which is neat. But it's like,
when you go to these places, Adam, and you visit them, are you like investigating, or are you just visiting and experiencing it? Like, are you tuning in? Are you taking? Are you investigating while you're there?
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm constantly like the other day. I stopped at a graveyard by LaGrange, Maine. ZZ Top's on LaGrange. And there's a graveyard there. It's probably not a couple weeks ago, probably more like a couple months ago when there was grass. But there's a tombstone there of some dude that died in action, and he was in the bomb squad. Okay, do you guys know about him? Because I sure don't. So I took his picture and I sat with him in the middle of the dark. There's graveyard in the middle of the road where there's no one because this guy needs to be remembered. So honestly, dude, I live it. I'm not just like, here we are, guys. Here's my gummy bears. I'm at the fucking Conjuring house. Sorry for the language. But you know what I mean? There's way more to life than just one or two places. Every place has got a story, dude. Legit. My truck I just bought that I do my tours in, the guy shot himself in the back seat, and I spent 2 days cleaning the blood up.
Oh, no.
Yep. Wow. So he left his Red Sox hat and his glasses and his ID, and I drive it every day, and I talk to Brian. And I tell him I'm using his tour for good, and I drive that to work every day as I live alone 3 hours north of my girlfriend and everybody I pretty much know. So I legit live it, bro. I'm not trying to act cocky or whatever, but I do. I got a skull and a gargoyle above my doorway. The skull I used to sing in a metal band. The skull signed by people. I got my gargoyle, a picture of my mom. It's life to me. It is, and I'm not meaning that disrespectfully. Like I said, it's just it's all around. It's just like the dude I watched Welcome to Derry, the new It season, and the guy, the black dude that's in The Shining. He sees dead people all the time. I don't have that gift. I don't know if I want that gift, but I definitely know there's energy. The dude across from me, no big deal, but he killed the girl's baby and he's in jail. So that's right across from me in this trailer park. So I'm like, fuck. So no matter where you go in this little rinky-dink town of Maine with this population 1,200, there's something. So I try to keep my eyes open. I try to keep an open head. I hold God close, and I just roll with it because I'll die one day. I'm at peace with that, but I know that I'm an energy, and you can't kill energy. You dig? So,
right. I feel that like what we do, paranormal's in our blood. It's not just people. It's a great hobby. No, it's not.
No,
part of us. It's not a.
You can tell the ones that are the ones that go on the weekend with their little crosses and their fresh cut haircuts. And look where we are, guys. I'm like,
they buy the new equipment. Hey, look what I got! Something that lights up and makes
Right,
noises.
right.
Bells and whistles. Beep,
Right.
beep, 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 beep. Look what I got! It's haunted. No.
I went to Hillview Manor in what is it, Phippsburg, Virginia, or something? I'm trying to think what the hell it is.
Yeah,
now.
it's
Virginia.
in Pennsylvania. Yeah,
Pennsylvania. Yeah,
Western
Hillview Manor.
Pennsylvania.
So Sue Vec gave me a tour there, but I went to another place then. In Radford, Virginia, I went to St. Albans Asylum in Radford, Virginia. That's where I went.
Oh,
I went there as well. Sue Vec gave me a free tour. I went with my buddy to Evans City, Pennsylvania, where Night of the Living Dead was filmed, the cemetery.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get you, Barbara. Oh yeah, I love my shit, man.
Is that this one?
and they're coming
When I
for
was
you,
in Pennsylvania,
Barbara.
stop by
Oh,
for
yeah, I
John
saw that
Wayne's
one.
birthplace.
There
Night of the
you
Living
go.
Dead, yes.
Oh man,
I get it on my
Barbara.
YouTube thing. They're coming
they're
to get
coming
you,
to
Barbara.
get you, Barbara.
There's one now.
Yes.
So
Such a good movie.
as you
I
can tell,
love
I'm a
that. I
talker.
love these pictures.
Oh, I love it. As you can tell, I'm a talker.
Your book's
so I
going to be
tour.
amazing.
I'm going
Your
to
book is going to
Pennsylvania.
be so good. I can't wait.
Stop by
I
for a
don't
tour.
know what that
What?
movie is.
You've seen
You
it.
guys
Oh,
just sent
Night
me
of the
this
Living
house.
Dead?
I'm
Don't
not
think I
sure
know
what this
this
house
movie
is.
is.
It's not marked, and it's a pink house, and it's probably some famous house, but I don't know what it is.
The house is Stephen King house.
That's
In
Stephen
Bangor.
King's
Oh.
house.
So see that top right tower, the square one? His
That I
son,
recognize.
his son Joe swears it's haunted. I've
Of
heard
course
that
it is.
interview.
Look at this
Oh,
place.
the square tower's haunted. I won't go to the top floor. I go, wow.
Yeah, there is.
Huh.
Dude, you
And
go
that's
there
where
and
Mr. King writes.
I
No, he writes in
guarantee
the
you-
other tower, doesn't he?
There's a
Write in
kid
the
up
other
there.
tower?
You can see a
You go
kid in
there
the
right
window.
now, there's someone there. Every day of the week, there's someone on West Broadway in Bangor. You go there, there's an Ohio plate, Virginia. Someone's visiting. There's a tour bus there. Someone's there. I go in Red Pet Cemetery and 40 cars stop by in an hour.
Do you know in that picture in the tower there is a kid up in the left-hand corner?
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
I
When
wish
you
I could
say-
see these things.
When you say Stephen King house, this is like his house he grew up in, right?
So in 1978, he bought that. It's an 1884 Victorian mansion or 85. And he bought that with his wife after he
gorgeous.
sold Carrie. He moved from a shitty trailer and he taught Hebron Academy School, where I can bring you. He taught as an English teacher. That's where he wrote Carrie. That's where it's based off that auditorium, where I can bring you. And right there at his house, he bought that house and he lived there. People talk about going there for Halloween and shit, but he moved out. He has a house in West Level, Maine, which is by Freiburg, the
Right. I
Freiburg
knew it
Fair.
was like not his house now. Yeah.
No, but it's a writer's retreat, and the White House next to it. Yeah, he owns it, and I want to finish my book there. I'm waiting to
There's
see.
something about writing in the tower, in the right tower.
You feel it too, don't you?
Yeah. I don't know if that's where
Yeah.
he wrote or that's where he got a lot of
Really?
inspiration. I don't know. I read
1850s
something
house,
like that
1850s
somewhere.
mansion.
Can you show the picture again, Anthony? I just want to look
It's
at
a
the what you're
teenage.
talking
To
about.
me, it looked like a teenage girl.
The
Can you zoom
pointy
it?
one.
To the
I
top
can't
right,
see
really,
it.
two
It
windows,
doesn't- I don't have the ability on
or the circle one.
on the square
Yeah.
one.
Oh.
Yeah. Anthony sees the child in the square one, and I feel like he wrote in the pointy one,
That could be right. You guys are
Oh,
amazing,
okay.
Mary Beth.
but I have no idea. I don't
Well,
really
you
know.
know, octagons. They also say have energy, and
Yes. Yes.
anything that's octagon has
It swirls.
like it's like a portal to another dimension or another,
Well,
just
I
a
don't know
portal.
about portals, but it swirls. The energy does kind of swirl and yeah.
Are you talking about that
Oh,
first
yeah.
window, the square one, girl? Kim?
The square one up in
On
the
the-
top corner,
Yeah.
the light, the up in the top corner on the
Wow.
right
Right.
hand side, I see somebody.
I got you. Okay. Kim's talking about the round tower one. Got you.
Yeah, I'm
she's
talking
up
about the
octagon.
round one.
And I feel that this girl's all over the house, but she feels more comfortable there to appear and to stay.
You guys gotta come to me and I'll give you a fucking tour at a discount or something.
Yeah.
Give me a
And I'll-
tour.
Oh,
and
I
I'll
love
give you
it. I usually
drawings.
go camping at Bar Harbor every year. That's my
Bar
I'll
Harbor's
give you
known for
drawings.
Pirate Coast.
Oh, there is so much in Bar Harbor.
Did you go on that Ocean View Trail, the one that's by the water that goes down the walkway that's like haunted by the crosses?
Oh, wow.
No, but I actually
Yeah.
I spent 2 summers in Sutton Island. So one of my friends actually has one of those houses on Sutton Island.
Oh,
So I
stop it.
spent 2 summers there with her. I mean, it was just like Wild West because, there's nobody coming. It's an island, right? And there's like 11 houses. It's actually the author's house, Rachel Wood. She's a poet or something.
Richard Wood, poet.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's her house. Yeah, her family's house. So yeah. That's where I
I
spent.
think
2
Christy
summers.
Alley had a
Well,
house
that's
out there
cool.
too. Christy Alley, the actress, did, I believe.
Oh wow.
Oh,
But
Jenny,
there's
you said
something
beaches. Did you go to York Beach, Old Orchard Beach? Did you go
Old
to
Orchard. She said Old Orchard.
Old
said Old
Orchard,
Orchard?
yeah.
Was Old
Yeah.
Orchard? Yeah.
It's another
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that is a good one. I agree. Really
You
nice.
know, location
Really
that
nice.
sounds interesting.
John
Oh.
He was
Wayne.
born.
Mm.
He was born in that place. It's a little 2-bedroom shanty in Iowa. Dude, right down the
And
road from that is the bridge from Bridges of Madison County that Clint Eastwood and Meryl Streep were on. The real
Oh
one.
my
Wow.
I got a picture of that.
That's a real name too down there, Meriden. Robert
Yeah, Marion.
Morrison.
You know how people do like the whole Pokemon Go or whatever the fuck it's called? I feel like life's like that. There's so many Easter eggs in life. Why not go check it out? If I get the chance to go to Iowa for free,
I agree with you.
Let's go, bro.
I think just get in the car and go. Like you're gonna like go on an adventure.
Oh wow, a yard
Take a
sale.
ride.
Cool. Oh, sweet, a yard sale. Hey, look, Bill's world famous
Well,
barbecue. Let's
anything.
grab some
Like,
ribs.
There's
When
so
people go to
much out
yard
there,
sale-
and I agree.
When we
I
used to
agree
go
that you
out,
need to tell the small stories, not just like the
Yeah.
big stories, but like these stories of these individuals that are just so interesting.
yeah,
So
You know?
I go,
go out.
Anthony, you ever heard of Moosehead Lake? You guys ever heard of Moosehead Lake, the biggest lake in Maine, Moosehead?
Yes.
I heard of it.
Greenville.
Yes,
Right by that's
I've
called a
heard of
mountain
it.
called Elephant Mountain. In 1963 or 4, an airplane crashed and 8 military soldiers died in February, and the 2 that survived got frostbite because it took them 2 days to get them. And the plane is still there, and it's free to visit, and no one goes. And I went and made a video because 8 people died right there. The plane is there, the wheels in the tree, the fucking fuel lodge is on the rock. It's shocking, chick. It's shocking. You guys, we need to go. You come to Maine, we need to spend the night in the Elephant Mountain.
look, you saw it, like people go out to cemetery. So people go
It's
to
wild.
like flea markets and everything. When I go out, I go to cemeteries.
Yeah.
Everybody on the show, the
Families
here
picnicked
and-
there in the early 1900s because
I
it
grew
was peaceful and free and beautiful.
I grew up in around 9 cemeteries. I got Harry Houdini. I got Lucky Luciano. I got
Wow.
Mae West. We got a lot of people buried there from history and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I
City.
tell you, and I go there, and I'd rather spend a day there doing investigations or just driving around and drawing or
Breathing it
doing
in.
whatever I got to do, than actually go to a
Yeah.
park with a bunch of people. I'd rather deal with the dead than with the living.
I'm bringing my sleeping bag and I'm meeting you in New York in about fucking 23 hours. We're going to go check out the cemetery.
I love it.
Awesome.
No,
could take
I
you to
do.
If I wasn't working, I would. I legit
I
would pack
love
my
it.
car up right now.
I love it. Like when
Okay,
I had a
mine
private
cemetery.
in Maryland 2 weekends ago, and I
Ooh.
just like the trip. Like I see those like historical signs. You guys know what I'm talking about, the metal ones where it says
Yeah.
something. I
Yeah.
always pull over. I'm like, ooh, what happened here? Like it's so cool.
Didn't in Maryland, isn't that where fucking Edgar Allan Poe or who's the guy? What are
Yeah.
He died at a horse you rode in
Right.
on bar or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Maryland. Yes. Yeah.
Is it Edgar Allan Poe, right? Yeah.
Sketchily.
Yes, that's
they don't
right.
really. Yeah. It was a weird situation. Yeah.
That's right. There's never
Yeah,
seen
like Virginia and Maryland.
I
like,
tell you, not to go back
associate.
in whatever, but since this car accident, since I died, it's like I was born Rain Man. I retain shit, but not so much, if that makes sense. But after my accident, bro, I'm like, what's up? You want history? Let's go. You know what I mean? Because it's
Yeah.
fun. I mean, life could be worse. There's so much shit. People get lost in technology and all these games and sites. And I'm just like, I'm just trying to figure out, you know what I mean? Just whatever. It's fun.
Yes.
And I think that's what brings people like us together because it's the history. Like you guys said, you're all about,
Like-minded.
I love
See,
that.
I never was into history as growing up.
Really?
When I started getting more involved with the paranormal,
Jenny, cheers.
I started getting to these locations.
That a girl. That a boy. I'm not cutting you off. I just wanted to drink.
Everybody, hey, cannoli, okay? We drink.
Hey, all my paisans.
Oh gosh.
I'm not trying to kiss any of your asses, but this is one of the funnest podcasts I've been on in a long time.
That's what we try to do.
I'm usually like, okay, it's been an hour, right? All right, guys, my laundry's ready. I gotta go. No, you
Like,
guys are
yeah.
fun.
I love it.
It's been cycle. I got to go sit on
I
the
love
machine.
it.
No, I think my pipes
This
are
is a
frozen.
great
No,
show.
no,
It's like
There's what do you call it? You send me another picture. It's a nursing home.
well, I sent you a bunch. I didn't want to try to show.
the
well,
Rebecca Nurse homestead.
That's the oldest lady hung in the
That's-
witch trials. Her son and
Nurse
father, her
homestead.
son and husband cut her down and buried her in the backyard, and you can go visit it. And the house
This is-
itself was built in 1678 in Danvers, Massachusetts. Danvers.
Right.
Yeah.
And down the road from that's the house where they shot Hubie Halloween, where he flips on his bike and it. How can you not just love to find out cool shit? Like if I go Danvers, I go, oh, this is
Train
here.
Oh
robbery.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's always
Yeah.
Jesse James.
Jesse James in Iowa. That was the first ever train robbery by horseback in Iowa. Ames,
Oh
AMES.
wow.
Jesse James and his gang robbed a horse, trained by horseback. Yeah, so
That's
bizarre,
wild.
dude. So why not go for it, man? Instead of, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my movies, I love sitting and binging, but if I could go out and check something down the street from me is Brownville. There's an iron furnace there from 1895 where they used to burn minerals. You can go visit it for free, and it's a huge temple, like rock iron furnace. I'm just, you know,
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah, you with your skull.
Yeah.
that's a real human skull. I was kind of freaked out. Not gonna lie, my buddy got it from a medical lab. I go, I'll take a picture real quick, but you can have it back.
boy.
See my shirt? That's the Dover demon. I love my cryptos too. That's the little demon seen in Dover, Massachusetts. The little alien creature.
You
Oh, wow.
you are absolutely a mind reader. I was just about to ask you that if you were into things like cryptids and
Stop,
all
Jenny.
that.
Jenny, one more drink. Let's go. Getting that brain going.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I
how
am
can
not-
you not be from Maine? I feel like that's. You
I
have
know
to be.
exactly. But I'm the only
Listen to
one
you,
who's not
Kimm.
as sensitive.
Listen to you, Kimm. I gotta ask you, Kimm. Okay, I'm gonna play host for a second because why not? Kimm,
Do it.
what's your favorite thing about Bahaba
My favorite thing?
besides the local yokels?
I don't know. It's like a magical fairyland,
Just being around like a deserted island, middle of the edge of Earth, like.
but it's like the vibe, the feeling. It's
Yeah.
like
People.
it is. You cannot. I've been to many other places. I love going to locations and feeling the locations. And I'm going to tell you, the feeling there in Bar Harbor is like out of this world. It's like a protected like fairyland. I can't even.
Did they pay you to say this?
No, no. I
I'm
wish
kidding,
they
I'm
did. I
kidding.
wish that they would pay me to go up there
Why
all the time.
why fairyland? Why what do you mean by fairyland?
It
She's
just,
right.
it's like just, I don't know, Jenny. I can't. It's like I can't describe it. I can't describe
No,
it.
I mean I've been there. I've never heard that fairyland.
It feels.
I
to
love how
me-
it's like Bahama-ish, but with an old school feel, if that makes sense. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I mean, right?
yes. But
Like
this
it's
is like-
magical.
There's
You mean
summer,
like
there's
it's
summer.
magical,
With the
like
rock,
like
something with the
yeah.
rock, something with the
The
ocean. there,
Bilderbergs had a house there
something
for a
with
while, I guess.
the moss, the I don't know. Anyway,
You must have heard
yeah.
about the pirate lore and stuff about all the pirates that used to hit the road there with the rum. Supposedly there's a pirate ghost on the shore. Supposedly there's a
Ooh.
pirate
I
boat,
didn't hear that.
ghost ship with like 15 black soldiers that were rowing or whatever. If these
I
pirates
believe
were,
it.
and you can hear them yelling and screaming in there during storms. Bar Harbor's pretty
boy.
haunted. Pretty haunted, yeah.
Oh
It
boy.
is pretty haunted. I would absolutely agree with that. It absolutely is very haunted. And
Cool.
yeah.
Have you ever
Anthony,
lived
where
in
the
a
fuck do you find
haunted
these
house?
chicks? Where did you find
I
these
know.
girls? You guys are related or what? You guys all friends from a group?
No.
Oh,
I know, Anthony. Where'd you find us?
Craigslist.
Where did you
Huh?
find this?
I found him on Craigslist.
Boy, that's good for almost anything, ain't it? Cheers, Craigslist.
Now we actually each of us
Did
formed a
you meet
different
him
group,
first?
and we all
Yeah.
investigate together, and we started. You know, Kim I worked with for a while, and then Jenny came into the picture, and we started all working together, and we started a podcast and said, "Guys, want to join?" And they said, "Yeah, sure." So,
Yeah, we're a fun time.
You definitely click. Even Mary Beth's laughing it up in the fucking
Yeah.
thing.
We do.
yeah,
I
Mary
know,
Beth
but,
could be on the
like, we do.
podcast. We got to put her on one night.
So
Adam.
yeah,
Anthony,
I think that you guys
Anthony
like
is the
history.
eye candy. He's the
She's
eye
the eye
candy. of-
I can't
Who
help it.
is
I'm the eye
Beth?
candy.
Mary is?
No, I'm the eye candy.
Anthony.
you are?
And Anthony,
Yeah.
he's the eye candy.
Fucking cannoli with glasses over here.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
he's the eye candy.
Hey, forget about it.
Hey, get
We're
up.
the
You know what I'm
brains.
saying?
He's the eye candy.
It's the Italian charm.
Well, speaking of Italian, Anthony, real quick, have you heard about the vampire island in Italy where they bury people with bricks in their mouths because they thought they were vampires? So
Oh,
yeah. In Italy?
Yeah, supposedly it's by Sicilia or
Yeah,
Sicily.
yeah.
It's like a vampire island where they put bricks in people's mouths and they buried them because they thought they were
I
vampires.
know about them removing hearts and stuff
Yikes.
like that.
Yeah.
Out of, but I mean, bricks, I never heard of bricks. And now I got to
Oh
look
my
into that.
Goodness.
Look it up.
All right. What do we have here? Another
We
What is
we
question.
have a
someone asking?
question. So Todd or
Ooh.
Carmela, I don't know who's here, but one of them is asking.
It's Todd. I think
Can you
it's
read
Todd.
that,
Hi,
Adam?
Todd and Carmela.
Can you read that, Adam? Or Adam, what is the most
Yeah,
shocking
what is the
piece
most shocking piece of
you came
history?
across? Yeah.
I have a collection in my
Yeah.
room. I have a piece that I found where Stephen King filmed Pet Cemetery with the white crosses. I found a piece of white wood that I think might be that in Ellsworth. But as far as hauntings and shit, when I went to Gilmington, New Hampshire, the birthplace of H.H. Holmes, also known as help me out, what's his real name? It's Herman Mudgett, but it's no, what is it?
What?
H.H. Holmes, America's first serial killer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the last
Yeah.
name is Mudgett.
Yeah, Mudgett. I went to his house and the girl was there and she goes, "Are you here for Herman?" I go, "Yeah, I just wanted to see." She goes, "You want a brick?" And she was taking out bricks from like the walkway. It was original brick from the 1826 house that he grew up in. I go, "Oh." So I got a brick on my mantle with a piece of Palo Santo wood on it, just in case.
Wow.
But I got some stuff. A friend of mine, a guest of mine, and a friend of my podcast, a viewer, sent me a box of vodka that was placed in front of Annabelle for 30 days in a Ouija board box.
Yeah.
And I got that in the room with some gloves on it. So different things. Coming across stuff's always weird. That skull was weird. That wasn't from a situation. As far as going to a situation, Heather and my girlfriend and I went to a antique store in Wells, Maine, Wells, Maine. That's where George Burroughs was from, the pastor that was hung in Salem. He was from Wells. They took him on Witch Trot Road when he was in Massachusetts still. Yeah. So we went to this old house all covered in ivy. We walked in, everything was like $500. I'm like, "Oh shit, don't sneeze. Everything's expensive." So we go to the end to go look, come around. Oh yeah, mad expensive antique store. I'm like, "Oh yeah." So these two dogs come out, don't bark, don't whimper, nothing. You can ask Heather. She follow us out. They almost heard us out, so to speak. And the girls, they were talking to some girl. So we come out and say, "Thank you, have a good day." She didn't say nothing. We walk out. I look back. The whole place is dark inside. And we just walk and leave. We haven't been back since. So there's no evidence, but just being there was pretty weird, of a weird feeling. Yeah, evidence, I say the brick, I guess. I try not to take anymore.
That's
My girlfriend
weird.
gets mad at me for taking shit from cemeteries without permission. So I try not to take anything home with me. You know what I mean? I took something back from the
smart.
Salem, Massachusetts burying spot where Hawthorne was buried.
No,
the judge of the
yeah.
trial. But I mean, you got to respect the dead. Like
We
you said
actually
earlier.
we had an investigation where one of our friends had some dirt from
Yeah.
it was you mentioned Revere, correct? Is it his grandson?
It's his relative.
that
I forget
Yeah.
the genetics, but yeah, it's a relative
Yeah.
of Paul Revere. Yes.
A relative of Paul
He was a
Revere,
general.
General Joseph Warren Revere.
Yeah.
One of our friends took dirt from his grave and brought it to his home, a mansion that he lived in, and said, I brought this here. What do you think of it? And we got an EVP saying, "No, not in the home, not in the
Not
home."
in the home.
So it was
Yeah.
like, no.
But it did its
Don't do
job.
that.
You know, it was a trigger object, but yeah, he did
Yeah, but-
promptly
They
Bring
probably
it
didn't want
back
the
to
dirt
the
in the
grave.
house. That's the
and
Yeah.
never brought
He
it
was
back.
like-
yeah.
He was like, "Get that the hell out of my house."
He was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
They didn't want dirt in his
Yeah.
house.
That's
Yeah.
wild. You guys
Yeah.
know your shit. You guys know your history stuff. This is fun. You guys really are involved.
There
in
was, we, I live in New Jersey. Lot
gosh,
of
there's so much
Revolutionary
history
War
here.
stuff here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jersey's got a lot of stuff, not just
So much
Sopranos, man.
history.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
That's me. The Dutch mafia.
Dutch mafia. You gotta watch out for them. They're sneaky. They're quiet.
Yeah.
They'll come up all happy and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
No.
Dutch mafia.
Can you imagine?
That's
Oh my
funny.
goodness.
So-
I married an Italian.
You're practically in the family. You're in the
Of
family.
course,
You're good.
because you're in
Yeah,
New
you gotta
Jersey.
be part of it.
You got a mint coat
Yes.
for Christmas. You're good.
No, but it's true. I mean, every so do you ever go out west, like Seattle, San Francisco?
I've tried to. Iowa's the farthest I've gone. I have flown to Florida a couple times when I was a kid, so I have flown. But car travels have been to Iowa. Of course, stopping on the way. I love car traveling because like you said earlier, so much shit you see. Like the world's
Yeah.
You
biggest
just
ball
go.
of yarn. I mean, paranormal stuff's an extra, but to see something that's just legendary is why not? Like the guy that invented Legos is from Massachusetts. I want to go to where he was. There's a sculpture for him or something. So
I love that.
yeah,
I
there's
was
always
thinking
different
something
shit.
about
I think like
Legos. Something about Legos. They got Legos with a mortuary, a crematory, and a cemetery.
Ooh.
I seen somebody advertise it. I'm like, are you kidding me?
That's like a
Legos.
Perez thing. That seems like something they would have.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding
A
me?
Lego hearse, right?
I was just gonna say Lego hearse. I was just gonna
They
say
had,
that.
that's
girl.
right. They
Fuck,
did
I
have a
was just
Lego
gonna say that.
hearse and a Lego
Yeah.
hearse that's pulled by a horse.
Why not though? Because society
Oh my
has painted.
God.
I'm not trying to get
I feel
political,
like
but
Danny and
society
Lauren
has
need
painted that
that.
morbid. Death is morbid, but it's a part of life. Unfortunately, it's the
a
end
part
cycle.
of life. Yes.
So if we embraced it more, you wouldn't have so much fear. I'm gonna die. It's almost like I'm gonna die. Life number 2. I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to be like that. I don't want to die right now. Don't get me wrong. I'm living my time on Earth. I'm 46. Slow the fuck down.
No, you
But
did that once.
But you know, right? But you know what I mean. Thank you. But you know what I mean, though. I at this point, it's like it's not that bad. I just hope it's not complete darkness. I want to be able to see some people.
Yeah.
I had the same experience for about 2 minutes.
Really?
And
Really?
yeah, and just same thing, black. But I heard people talking.
Yeah.
That's
we
what got me
talked about
back.
this
I feel like my
recently.
name was said, and I almost felt like I was coming through. Like you see in the movies when the light comes through the tunnel, that's what it felt like. And I literally lost time. I don't remember shit from ordering that pizza. It felt like I was in
Really?
the ambulance.
Like I saw nothing, just blackness,
No.
but I remember the voices.
Wow.
But when I came back, like the voices were not the same. This was craziness. Everybody yelling and
Wow.
screaming and everything. But the voices I heard were like almost like when you have dinner and someone's in the other room, they're chatting after dinner, just, calmly talking. So I know it wasn't the same voices,
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I love hearing about other people's experience, but I don't love to hear that happened to you.
It's wild.
Let's not try that again. Not for a long time.
Well, we will have a show in the future about the near-life experiences.
Near-death
We'll
experiences.
probably
Yeah,
ask you
I
back
think
at them.
Yeah. I
fascinating.
want you guys on my show. I definitely would like you guys one at a time, 2 at a time, something again or whatever next year. I'm open in February.
Jenny and you and we have other friends that have experiences. And mine, when I was born, I almost died, and
See, you guys are looking at me like I'm a freak.
When I was born, I don't remember nothing back then. I remember coming out of a hole and then dying. I don't know.
Wow. Tony, you shitting me?
No, yeah.
No.
I was born with a double hernia, strangled my insides at the time when I was first born. Yeah. And they couldn't do the surgery for me. They brought me back, but they couldn't do surgery until I was like 6 months old to take the hernias out that was strangling me because of I was too small at the time. So when I got a little bigger, they could actually get in there and do it. But remember, back then it wasn't lasers and everything. It was all cut. 1962. So what do you do back then?
You're fucking dating yourself now, brother.
Yeah, well, what am I going to do? I get you.
He does it every show. He investigated the dinosaurs.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is, I don't remember it. But I would like to have a show in the future because we have other people that experience it. And maybe you guys go talk. Maybe if you guys talk and have a similar experience.
Or someone listening in comments that hears us and goes, you know what? Wow.
Of course, you weren't near where Jenny was, and Jenny was not, and everybody else is somewhere else. And if you have some sort of experience that is same, that might be something to listen to. So I know people do books about this and everything like that, but we could do a podcast.
Yeah. One of my favorite books about this is Dying to Be Me by Anita Moorjani. And it is an excellent book. She has a miraculous story. And another book, and I've actually mentioned this before on the show to somebody else, is a book of Life Between Lives, is hypnosis. And people discuss their death experience and what their life is like on the other side. And then you can actually go and get hypnosis from these trained professionals to actually go through a death experience of one of your past lives and then enter into your own experience of your life between lives. It's fascinating. It's amazing. I highly recommend it.
But
Kim, it's not for everybody.
Let me ask you real quick, Kim,
readers.
do you believe in hypnosis? You do believe if they're done the right way?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Really? Okay.
Yes. And the reason is because I know that everybody has a subconscious. I absolutely know that there is a mind beneath the mind and the reason why I know that too is because sometimes when you're like, I don't even know how I know this, right? You don't know how you know something, but you know it. And so your conscious mind isn't aware that you know it, but there is another level that actually knows that you know it. So yeah, the subconscious mind can be accessed. The universal mind can be accessed. So no, I believe in all that.
I like that you're open to a lot of shit. You're not so close-minded like some people can be. It's pretty good. All you are, really. Jenny's open, and of course Anthony. So that's dope.
Yeah, but I'm not a psychic or a medium like them. Like I rely on them.
That you haven't untapped it at least. You haven't reached it yet. You haven't.
That's what Kimm says.
You have it. Everybody has it. You have it.
Kim's trying.
Well,
That's
she
what
does.
Kim
She
says.
does have it.
Come
but
on,
she-
Kim. Get on her, girl.
Yeah,
You see that look? You see that look?
You don't want
She
it.
Holy.
pushes her all the time. Jenny does have it, but she just, she always questions herself.
That's fine.
You
That's
know,
how we start.
because Jenny studied science and paranormal doesn't, and it's always that banging heads with herself.
Science
Jenny.
believes is an answer for anything, and paranormal is like,
She
Yeah,
doesn't
but Kim's a scientist too. Kim's a veterinarian.
well,
Yeah,
that
no,
helps.
I
think-
highly
oh, really?
value. I highly value my historical evidence to help back up my experiences.
Yeah.
There
But
you go.
just because
Love it.
just because it's not written down doesn't mean it didn't happen. And just because it is written down isn't actually potentially what did happen.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's both. So you got to take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, I use
Yeah.
that as my kind of like science backer.
You guys reading a fucking
No,
prompter. This is fantastic.
I like it. Why not?
Yes,
Jenny, I think you're
Mary
empathetic
Beth,
at
you
least
are
a little
very
bit.
correct. Jenny
Mary
is
She
thinks
said-
you're empathetic, Jenny. At least a little
deeply
bit.
empathic.
Yeah.
Jenny is
Empathic,
deeply
rather.
empathic.
Empathic, yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, but not to get,
I'll buy that. That I'll buy.
Not to
Yeah.
cut you off, but I'd like to get to this plane site where 8 Massachusetts pilots died in February doing a routine mission. They crashed on a mountain. And no one's there documenting it. No one's there going, hey, guys, you want to talk to your family? Like, no, right? Why can't we be the first? I don't want to do it for fame and fortune. I mean, which would be great. Don't get me wrong.
No.
But if I can go be
I
the
would
first
spend a
one and
week
be
there.
like, yo, Adam was the first one. I'm like, fucking, why not, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 guys are like, thank you, Adam, for like 2020.
Those are the stories.
Because they might want to reach out and speak to their friends. It's like, what happened to us? What we crashed.
Dude.
Some of us died suddenly.
It's a
and
2-hour
2 of them
drive.
seconds.
It's an hour and a half drive on this dirt. Well, okay. From my house, about an hour and a half, but it's about 35 minutes to 40 minutes on this dirt road where you get passed by 4-wheelers and log trucks. It's a really rough climb up this Elephant Mountain. But when you get up there and there's a sign that says plane crash, and you walk 10 feet and there's fucking fuel lodges in the trees. There's a tire over here. The big cell here with the American flag and a tombstone over here. You can see my YouTube video if you go check it out. Elephant Mountain plane crash, B-52 bomber. And these dudes, 8 gentlemen lost their lives. When I say lost their lives, like you said earlier, their wives, their kids, their uncles, their parents.
Yeah.
It's a big scene, bro. And for nothing, because it crashed. It wasn't a war. It was a shit. And no one's up there. I went up and then I go look around. I'm like, I was literally alone. I'm like, it was kind of eerie, but it was wild,
Yeah.
man. About a half hour later, people showed up. That's why I took off, but it was pretty wild. I don't think I'd ever
but
go
those
back
are the
alone. It was that bad.
stories.
It was pretty wild.
Those are the fascinating stories. Those one-on-one stories. That's humanity. You know what I mean? Like that's the word.
Doesn't need to be on sci-fi. It doesn't need to be a YouTube. Some people are just like,
No.
hey, man, just remember me. There's holes in the earth and this mountain dug out. This tree's broken in half from 40 years ago. And no one
Yeah.
cares? Come on, guys.
Yeah.
If no one wants to cover it, I'll go out trying, right?
Mhm.
Could be at home playing PlayStation. I'm
That's
done.
fine.
Since I've died, I don't play PlayStation. I watch Stephen King movies when it's really that bad. Other than that, I'm out checking it out. That's
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
my
So
life.
the only thing you got worried about there's wolves and bears and lions and everything.
Down the
else.
road from me is
Yeah.
the mill where the rats ate the dude in Graveyard Shift, Stephen King's Graveyard Shift. It's America's oldest sheep woolen mill, 1821, still in production. Maine was a state in
Oh.
1820. 1 year after we were a state, this mill was made. And they shot Graveyard Shift there. Stephen King, the rats eat that dude.
I
The big
didn't even
bat.
know that.
I've been there. I got a mug from it. The girl goes, come back, take a tour. I go, I will. That's 35 minutes from me this way. So I got Creep Show 2, Graveyard Shift, and Pet Cemetery that way.
You got everything
So,
there.
if no one wants
This
to make
might-
the money, I'll make the money off it. Not so much money, which is great. $150 a tour. I get it. But at the same time, it's fucking cool, man, right? One day it could be a parking garage. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to be the weirdest thing I've ever said on this show, but I feel like, those tour buses in California where you go see all those houses and like celebrities and all that kind of thing. And they're like, oh, that's where that happened. I feel like we need to put Adam on top of a bus and take him around the entire country.
Yeah.
But like, I picture you like,
Little microphone.
A mouth microphone so we can have
Yeah.
hands to point
Dude.
to all the cool places.
But by
Right?
where that guy was shot by J. Edgar Hoover, there's the Bangor Library where Stephen King's a member of and shot and made a
See?
big wing of.
he
Hannibal
needs to be
Hamlin,
on top of a bus.
America's first Republican vice president underneath Abraham Lincoln, died while playing poker on a couch. and the couch is on display for free at the library. And he's buried at the cemetery where
Oh.
Stephen King was a reverend in Pet Cemetery, where the Lord keep you. I know where his grave is, where Al Brady, who got shot, is, and where Stephen King was a reverend. I know it all to a T.
We go to a place where the Lincoln flag is. It's where his blood is on the flag that they wrapped his head in
We need
Pennsylvania.
to talk. Where's
The
that?
Columns Museum.
Columns
That's pretty
Museum,
cool
huh?
stuff. Pennsylvania. Yeah, we love
And
that place.
What was
Columns
the
Museum.
and the I didn't go to this, but I know the stories. The evidence that you guys got there on the EVPs when you said finish this
Craziness.
line.
Yeah.
Finish this line,
Yeah.
right? What did Rich do?
Yeah.
You said it, Jenny.
Ooh.
We did a 5-6 digital recorder experiment in that
Mhm.
room or whatever, and we all got like 7 years ago, like Lincoln. It was
Finish
really
this
cool.
line. Who was finish
Yeah.
this line?
Yeah. I mean, whoever said it
Yeah.
doesn't mean
Yeah,
it's the
44,
president.
and then it's like 7 years
But, yeah.
ago.
But
That's what
that
the EVP
that
was.
flag, like his DNA is on that, his blood is on
Oh.
that, like
Well,
Abraham Lincoln.
I-
See,
I-
I don't know about
I-
you, Adam, but like that's amazing to me.
Lauren
Like that's
Perez is obsessed
amazing
with
that
Abraham
that
Lincoln.
history is
Mhm.
like I could touch it.
I
It's
asked
right in
Mr.
front of me.
President, what's your wife's name? I said, Mary Todd.
Mary Todd, yeah.
Yeah.
So how can you?
We went to Gettysburg, man, bro. Lincoln is essential of him. He freed the black men, the black women. He freed the slaves. I would have been done eventually.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Exactly,
That's,
and
man,
there's
Are you kidding me?
yeah, that was pretty
You
cool.
feel
That's
that.
how
You
EVP
feel
was.
that right there. Like you do. You
Yeah.
feel it. Like I have a house near me where Washington and his wife stayed for 6 months. They slept in this bed for 6 months in this house during the winter. And I mean, it's one thing, Washington slept everywhere in New Jersey, but they stayed there for 6 months. And I stand next to that bed and I think our first president lived here. Lived here for 6 months, walked into
That's
this
what I
hallway every
mean.
morning when he got up, went down the stairs, and here I am retracing those steps. And I feel that. I do. I feel it. Like that's living history.
Yeah, the living history. Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't get
Right.
me wrong,
Like
I'm
you
not-
experiencing what they experienced,
I'm
being in
right.
that
I'm
building
not
where
knocking
they were.
psychics, mediums, ghosts. I love that shit. But when you start, like Anthony said earlier, you start doing it, and all these schmucks come out and try to make a dime off it. I go, you know what? I'm going to go more towards history where no one's touching. I'll stick to paranormal, but let's go a little bit history. And I think it intertwines because you leave behind things. Lincoln left behind stuff in Gettysburg, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys know what the fuck's going on. I love that. You guys get a good heart and soul and a good mind and what's going on, and I love that. So, what's your paranormal team, Jenny? What's the team name?
What's my paranormal team name, Anthony?
Oh,
That's the best story ever. One day I showed up on the podcast wearing a Seekers Club of the Paranormal sweatshirt. That's his team.
That's mine.
I didn't even ask him. I was just like, I'm on your team now.
I saw that team back in 1996.
Yeah.
96.
I just invited myself.
I mean, like I said back then, everybody knows. So back then in 96, you really couldn't talk about much. So the team was 3 people, me, myself, and I.
I love that.
And now it's me, myself, and I, and me.
And Jenny.
Less is more.
Jenny. Me, myself, and I, and Jenny. No, there's more people.
I was on its Haunted Crew with Chris. We had 12 people. I go, that's 6 too much. 6 is kind of the cap, I think. And even that's So it's me and Heather.
Yeah.
We joined other teams. I go, let's go, boy. We just joined Boo Fighters Paranormal out of Gardner, Maine. These guys go, any event we come, you come for free. They charge everybody else for money. The money goes into the place. So we've gone to the Gardner Library. Where check this out in Gardner, Maine, right? There's a place down the street called Augusta. That's where the capital is. AmHigh.
Right.
It's the biggest mental institute. There's 5,000 patients buried out back. Mental institutes used to do lobotomies. Check this out. This girl in Gardner by the library drowned 3 of her kids. They put her in a sane asylum. Her husband cleared her out.
Yeah.
They came back. She had 3 more kids. Drowned those kids in the river.
No.
Got locked up at AmHigh again. He divorced her. She escaped AmHigh and drowned in the river on the way home.
Wow.
It's a Wikipedia fact. You can't make this shit up. No one knows that, but now they do, right? Because why the fuck not? Isn't that she drowned 6 of her kids and drowned herself at the end because God said not today. Shouldn't that be known? 1893 or something. She was born 19.
I mean, it's horrible, but that woman needed help.
Thank you. Something should have been done before the third. Then she released and kills 3 more in the river. Where I don't. Yikes is right. Look it up. I forget her name. I'll look
Somebody
it up.
dropped the ball there. That's for sure.
Augusta,
Well,
Maine.
or did they? I mean, they didn't really know much about like postpartum, stuff like that after
No,
back in the
I didn't know anything
1800s.
about that. But back then too, kids were expendable. Also, kids, you might have killed your kids, but
And if the husband comes over in the late 1800s, goes, "My wife is clear," they go, "Yes, sir." The
Right,
husband.
exactly.
I
They're
hate to be
"Yeah."
like that, but the guy had the pinky rule. You can hit your wife with a stick no bigger than your pinky.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. Men had a
Yeah.
rule back then that wasn't cool.
yeah, it
She's
was,
his
it was so
property.
good back then. I mean, if you have a problem with your wife back then, all you need is 20. I think it was $10, and you put your wife away. Here's $10. Take my wife.
Pretty bad, but that's
Yeah,
and
it
the
was.
same
I
thing
mean,
with
I
clearing
know
her.
in Branch Allegheny
Same thing
did
with
that.
clearing her. She's free. She's innocent. Okay, go back to your husband, make some pork chops. You go home and kill your
Oh
three
my
kids.
gosh.
If
Right, because they believed men. Like they believed
Yeah.
men.
He should be
Yeah.
just as guilty as her. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
No, it was back
You're
then. It was a
absolutely
different
right.
world.
So he divorces her while she's locked up. She escapes a mental asylum and drowns in the river trying to cross the Kennebec River on the way home to Gardner.
On the
That's
You can't.
ironic.
This is
I mean,
movie
that-
shit. This should be known, and not because it's
Yeah.
fucked up, but because it's fucked up, and it should be known. You talk about all these Lizzie
Yeah.
Bordens and all these conjurings. Well, there's some stuff in Maine, bro. So these guys, anyway, Boop Fighters Paranormal get us into the theaters. They get us into the Augusta, the oldest fort in American history, built by the British, 1754. They're hearing
Wow.
footsteps upstairs of soldiers when it's 8 degrees below zero. It was cold Saturday in Maine. It wasn't that cold, but pretty cold.
Oh,
But I mean, it's
pretty
history.
cool.
And I didn't know about that. The oldest fort in America, wooden fort built by the British, is in Maine, in my capital. And I haven't gone yet, and I'm getting to go
I
for
didn't
free.
know that.
I didn't
Yeah.
either, so let's go. I love The Conjuring. I'm not trying to diss all this shit. I'm giving it more publicity by talking about it. But for every Conjuring house, every Lizzie Borden, every Amityville house, there's thousands of houses going, we have history.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
while you're paying $300 for a night, I'm going to these places for free. Blah, blah, blah.
I mean,
Because it's a rush and it needs to be known, and I'm doing respect, and it's
Yeah, of course.
that's what we like to do. Get to these homes, these places that can afford keeping it up because of the history, because they don't get
you raise
no
money, you
for
donate to
history.
them.
The money. Now we get to people go visit their historic society and they go to these homes. Maybe they'll make a little bit of money on tours and stuff like that, so they can put it back into to replace whatever they need to. Because these old homes, because to keep it historic, people don't realize to keep it historic, you can't go to Home Depot and buy these parts. You have to buy. You have to buy the
No,
original
you're right.
wood from those locations, the original roofs, the original brick, and some of that's not made. It's not made.
The paint
no
had
more.
horsehair
They
in
have
it.
to make certain kinds of stuff to
Yeah.
make it closest to that type of material. So when people try to fix these old homes to keep it to historic society, this historic type, they got to put certain materials into it. Like I said, it's not a Home Depot project,
No.
or Lowe's or wherever you might go. It's not a project like that. You have to get special, and those woods are much more money than if you buy a regular wood for your home or something like that. So to
Yeah.
replace all this stuff, it's a lot more money.
It's
Bricks
not
and
cheap.
everything. And
It's
plus
not
the
cheap.
labor. Some of that labor has to be done by special carpenters and worksmen. What do you call it? Marks?
Like
People that know
craftsmen.
what the hell they're
Yeah.
doing. They have to be special.
It's true.
They have to be some kind of journeyman or apprentice or somebody that actually worked at that type of material. You can't just get some guy from, like I said, from Home Depot parking lot and say, "Hey, listen, I got to put up with chimney."
Yeah.
No, it
I
has
mean,
to be done a
historical
certain way.
society. Like
Yeah,
raising
Or
it.
I think Kimm would agree. You start changing stuff in a historic house, and the ghosts are like,
Yeah,
that's
they're
not
like,
how I go.
yeah,
I'm here, asshole.
this is a
Yeah.
wall. Sometimes they will get pretty upset. Or
They will get
sometimes,
upset.
people will see them walk through a wall and you're like, oh, well, the wall wasn't there before for them. So they're just walking through the wall. But
Right.
we work a lot with the Morris County Historical Society. And actually one of the places I was just thinking is the Vale House, which actually is the birthplace of the telegraph, which the actual the first place where and they have it all preserved there, and
No
they've got it like a bunch of stuff all posted about the telegraph. Yeah. It actually is pretty cool, but that's one of the places we do a lot of work for the Historical Society in our area, helping them do events and get people into their places.
Yeah.
That's
and that's like very close to my heart. I'm just like, yes.
Oh, Kimm, that's awesome. The first place is, see, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I didn't know that till just now. You brought to my attention. There's
Morristown.
Morristown, New Jersey.
Yep.
Okay, good to know. I want to go now. That's my bucket list now. I'm gonna watch a show later because I always watch myself after. What did I say? That's like an idiot. So I watch it later, and then I'll make sure Morristown. I'll write down when I'm sober tomorrow.
Contact one of us, and we could help you out getting there and stuff.
I love that. Next
we do the tours there.
Great.
We all do the tours there, and we have other groups. We have other people that do it with us. And what we do is we collaborate with other teams to collaborate with us to do these locations.
Yeah.
So it's not just us as the podcast. It's like other people and other teams that all get together and help these locations.
Yeah.
And then we give the tours, and the money goes to the tour.
Love it.
Yeah.
It goes to the location.
Money, the attention, people realize it. Maybe they take tours later on in life and give them money. But I saw this on a show that you guys have this place. I think it's attention that needs to be. And like I said, I'm not trying to knock any place at all, but every place needs to be known for the most part.
Yeah, and they need the money to help them maintain, just to maintain. And not only just paranormal, there's history behind these locations too.
Oh yeah.
So it's not just they could collect money just for the paranormal tours, but people may see it on here, bless you, and may see it on here and say, oh wow, they do got a day, they got history there. Let's go for a history tour.
Yep.
So it's not just what we're doing with paranormal. We're trying to get into the history part of also, so they could go there and see the location.
It's kind of hand in hand at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
really
agreed.
Definitely.
Real quick, which one of you ladies said you went to Salem? I forget. Was it Kimm or was it Jenny?
Kimm.
Kimm,
Jenny,
have you been to Salem too?
I have been to Salem several times. But you were just there 2 weeks ago. Kimm was just there 2 weeks ago.
What's your favorite part of Salem? Either of you or all of you? Anthony, if you guys have all been.
No, I've never been there.
No?
No.
Well, I didn't do any tours when I was there, but I stayed in the historic section. So, because my girlfriends know that I'm obsessed with history and hauntings, so they actually make a huge effort to we all stay together in a historic place. So it's on Broad Street, and it was 1726. It was a shipyardman who owned it. And to be honest, the place wasn't that haunted, I will say. I walked in and I was like, not much going on here.
Okay.
Right.
I did have the closet door open in the middle of the night. So that
I think
was
too many people might have scared away. You the Broad Street Cemetery?
It was across. Yes, it was right next to it. It was right next to the Oliver School. And it was right across the street from the Henry something house. It's a yellow house.
Yes.
Yeah. It was just there.
Did I just hear music? Someone said.
I don't know. Did you?
Down the street, that Dunkin' Donuts with the gold sign says Dunkin' Donuts Gold. The house next to it, George Washington stayed at for a night. You could rent it out. It's like the Whalen House or something. It's called, and there's a room.
Nice.
There.
Nice. Yes, but I didn't do any history tours. It was brutally cold, so we actually didn't end up doing any of those.
Oh, I haven't gone in the winter yet. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Nobody around there. No one walking the streets like in October when you can get.
No, it was packed. I was shocked.
No way.
There was so many people. I was very surprised. Very surprised. People walking their black cats around. Saw that. Yeah.
Of course.
Salem's a wild town. It's always pretty busy. Jenny, what's your favorite of Salem? You been to the Witch Museum or anything like that? The Witch Dungeon?
Yeah, I have. I like it. I mean, it's good to go. I feel like you got to go once, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
like a pilgrimage.
It was crowded when I was there. I think I need to go when it's a little less crowded.
Walk around the Hawthorne a little bit. I know that what's-her-face, Elizabeth Montgomery stayed there for an episode of Bewitched, and it's built on Bishop Apple Orchard, so I went there a little bit, walked around during a wedding. Look, you here for the wedding? Oh, yeah. Me and my girlfriend had walked into the elevator up to the third floor.
I do think you need to experience it once, at least. It's one of those places. You got to go at least once. We have a friend who's an author and a historian, Sam Beltrusis. Do you know Sam?
I know Sam. He runs a mask on. Yeah.
Sam.
Yeah.
And I love his books so much. And I love to read his books and go to the places that he recommends. Some of these. He's got some really cool little stories.
He's related to he's related to a witch from Salem, I believe, or something. One of the ones.
He just found that out. Yes, he just recently discovered that.
And he also was related to one of the people that did the witch trials.
Oh no, that's me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you are Kimm?
That's Kimm.
He's
And Kimm.
related. I think he's related to one of the witches who were accused, if I'm not mistaken. Sam,
Hold on,
please-
go back. Do you relate to one of the judges, Kimm, or one of the
No,
jurors?
I'm related to, and this was one of the coolest things that in my own history that I looked into. I'm
Yeah.
related to, in Connecticut, in Fairfield, Connecticut, in 1692, the same year that the Salem witch trials were, there was
They
a whole
dunked them
other
with
witch
water
trials
boards. Yeah.
Yeah.
that nobody knows about. So, and I'm actually related to somebody who accused one of the witches of witchcraft.
Hannah
So I'm
Chronic?
actually
No
associated
way.
with the accusers, which was
Wow.
which was fascinating. But yeah. So I think Sam said he's related to one of the. I could have
Lizzie Borden.
misunderstood.
He's related to Lizzie Borden, but he was related to somebody that was one of the people that actually did the trials.
There's
That's what
19
I
of them.
thought.
19
Okay.
of them.
All
hung,
right.
and I
But
think
he said
25
that
accused.
he had both of them, Lizzie Borden and the one from the trials. He goes, I can't get anybody good. You know, he's just kidding around because he had Lizzie Borden and somebody. That's all he got.
Oh,
But he had both.
free Lizzie.
I tell you, New
Aw.
England's loaded with folklore. I mean, if people don't think of Maine, Massachusetts is obviously the Tea Party and Jaws was filmed there and all that stuff. Salem, Boston, Massachusetts is loaded. But you go to New England, you go to New
Yeah.
Hampshire, as you guys know, Connecticut, Maine. So not that I'm bringing people here. My girlfriend's like, those are people who move here. We get enough people. I go, no, but it's a visit. It's a dead end state. You're not coming here unless you're coming here. So I
Right.
figure these people that come to these,
Wow.
like next year, the main convention who had 6,285 people.
Wow.
Last year,
no,
dude,
that's
me and Heather made some
huge.
money on our table. You guys got to. Next year, dude, they got Bill Moseley from A House of 1,000 Corpses. They got all these people coming next year, September 11th and 12th. It's our 11th anniversary. You guys
Right.
come to
We had
Augusta
Jeff
this
on the
September.
week before, and it was
Come
like,
to these before. We'll hook you up with a good tour in Bangor. I'll show you King's house. You guys can go climb the fence.
I'll get a table there.
My clients that represent Dustin Grammer's an author. He's my guest this Thursday. He wrote 3 books. He's also made a movie on. It's called Steed's Ridge. It's on Tubi. I threw his book over Stephen King's fence. He paid me money to represent. I got a video of it. Oh yeah,
that's so smart.
Danny
you get
Perez did too. He showed up.
Okay.
Danny tour. Danny threw his book over in a plastic bag. I go. Well,
I
if he calls,
love that.
he'll know our name either way. And if I get a restraining order, it'd be kind of, Stephen King will have to sign it. It's on my fridge. But so far,
What's
so
the
good.
worst that could happen?
Yeah, dude. 9 out of 10 times this gate is wide open. I'm so tempted to go knock on the door, even though no one's there.
It's like,
Just
do
to
not
go-
try this at home. Well, when you finish your book, you can throw it over too.
I'm halfway done.
Yeah.
I'm so busy. I'm not trying to be like I'm not complaining, but between work, driving 3 hours to see my girlfriend
No,
on
I
the
get it.
weekends, podcast,
Oh,
it's tough. And I've been writing. I'm not trying to cop out on it, but I am going to be an author. I'm almost there, and I appreciate that. It's just brutal.
It's hard to write a book. It's hard. It takes a lot of. It takes time and
I've
commitment.
lived since
mine for a long
I've
time,
lived
so.
since dying.
Ooh. Good
No
message.
shit.
Yeah.
I used to sit here and just zone out
Same.
and just do nothing. And
same. Yeah, I hear
Mhm.
you.
Wow.
I hear that.
I
For
appreciate
sure.
that because no one ever really gets it. And they all think I'm just saying to say it, but it's a real thing. You can kind of move on and will come back. It's not a bullshit scam. I have no reason to. I'm not
No.
making money. I have no reason to lie to you. I lost my shit, and they woke up and I had paddles on me, and my shirt was cut off, and my pants. And my name was 5 guys with paddles going. There he is, and I'm like, huh? And I have no reason to lie. People go, well, there's no proof. I go, well, call fucking Portland.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Jeez.
Who makes that up? Yeah.
Well,
Who
yeah.
wants to die? Yeah, no.
So it's fun and to get people to notice me because before all this, I didn't have this, but I've been open with looking for ghosts, looking for history, and like-minded people like Jennie, like Kimm, like A-Train over here, like Anthony, my dog.
A Train. I'm calling him that from now
I
on.
hope so. You guys know what's up, and you gave me 2 hours to fucking shoot the shit, and I never get that because I'm always the host.
Isn't it
Literally,
great?
No one really asked me
Do
to
it.
come on the show. No one really asked me. Oh, sorry, I want any more. My bad. I'll turn my head when I take a hit.
What?
So, Adam, what's your favorite place that you like to go back to? What's that place
I
that keeps
know.
calling you? That location.
I'm not gonna lie. A lot of time is Stephen King's because I caught his wife Tabitha, who's an author, one time. But as far as paranormal goes, I when I go down to see my girl Heather, I love to go to Anderson Smith Cemetery in Wyndham, where this guy died on his birthday, John Anderson, and he's buried there. It's a little dirt road, middle of nowhere.
Nice.
Or Portland, the Western Cemetery. There's a bishop buried there. They say he's a witch. But then it's the York Cemetery with Mary Nason. I got pictures of that. Dude, people leave Bacardi above her grave. They leave cigarettes, joints, money, hotel cards, flowers. It's a concrete slab above her grave with an epitaph of her with her boobs right there, kind of in her blouse. And it says Mary Nason died at 29 as a white witch. They executed her for her exorcisms and stuff, and for leaving and stuff. And it's in York, Maine, which is named after Yorkshire.
That's a good place. That's a good one.
So you go there, dude, and every time I look,
in
there's a
terms of
familiar.
paranormal,
There's a black crow on the tree above me, a familiar watching me.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
I've been
that's
to York,
amazing.
Long Sands, Short Sands. Oh yeah, Brown's Ice Cream.
Yorkshire, yeah, Short Sand Beach. It's right there, a little cemetery. So it's little places that have lore when you go and there's no line. As you guys all mentioned, Jenny, L, you said cemeteries. Anthony, you go to cemeteries, and unless there's a funeral procession, there's no one there. You get free reign, it's free, and you just chill. You can take a nap, you can eat a sandwich.
You got to be in the Queens Cemetery. There's so many people there all the time.
Peter Steele's buried there for Typo Negative. I met him, the metal band, yeah.
Yeah.
He's buried in Queens.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like
Okay.
him.
69, yeah. German.
I like to go to the
I like it.
cemeteries for the trees.
Christian
the big
woman.
trees.
For the what? For
Right.
the trees?
They're so old because they've been there for like 200, 300 years.
Garden
Fair.
cemeteries, and no one pollutes. No one's got
Yeah,
clubhouses. There's no. It's just
Right,
oh.
right.
Yeah, the
What's
You walk
cemeteries
amongst
I
the
go
graves,
to
touch
are
them.
from
Jenny,
18.
you walk amongst the graves, reach them, read them, and touch them.
Mhm.
Oh
We
yeah.
got
I mean, what's the
cemeteries in
place?
Queens that are from 1848. What happened was in 1848, there was a law in Manhattan that they had to dig up all the graves, unless they were in a
Wow.
churchyard. If they were in the back, they had to dig up all the graves and
What?
Yep.
send them away. So there was people that were buying property in Queens, and Cypress Hill Cemetery is one of them. And they bought all these guys, and they started selling plots to these people. So what happened was they used to dig up the graves in the middle of the night and put them on horse and carriage because it's 1848. Then they used to drive them to the Hudson, the East River, throw them on these boats, go across the East River, throw them back on carriages, and then go from Queens another 15 miles into Queens, and then take the coffins off and bury them. A lot of times the coffins were so old and the graves were so old, they used to break, and the bones were scattered, and the wood was scattered. The whole they didn't know who
Just
was
come on the
who.
sides.
So they used to dig this big mass grave, dump all the bodies in there, and put stones in areas that in that area they're marked, but the bodies are not in that one spot. It's all masked because back then they didn't have DNA. They didn't have nothing to put bones back together. You know what I mean?
No.
Hundreds and hundreds of bones in these freaking. So that's what they did. So the cemetery that I have by me, there's a section where they did that. It's a Jewish part of the cemetery because the cemeteries in Queens, we got all religion, we got all national. I got everything there. Okay, and there's a Jewish section where they actually do all of them, and there's like little stones that are marked along there, and that's one of the mass graves that's in there. And as a matter of fact, that's right next to a military cemetery, right next to it.
Wow.
And the military cemetery goes back to the Civil War, all the way up to Vietnam.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, and there's so many sections in the cemetery, and then the Fox
Anthony's-
sisters are right up the hill. You know the Fox sisters?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the first ever. They were the first psychic.
Yeah.
They're buried right there too. They're right up the hill from that.
That's
I know
two
where their
bucket lists
graves
I've had during the show because you guys. Two places I got to go now: Jersey and New York. Fuck.
Yeah,
The
do
Fox
it,
Sisters
do
came
it.
out
I mean,
before the Warrens did. And Lorraine Warren did. Fox Sisters inspired Lorraine Warren to come out.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, the Fox sisters are back since 1848. That's when they first
And the
started
guy
up in New York.
Hans Holzer. That was up before him. Hans Holzer.
Holzer.
Yeah,
That's one of my
Holzer, that's
favorites.
way before him.
Yeah.
Holzer was like in the 50s, wasn't he?
My girlfriend took
50.
classes from his daughter. Yeah. Oop.
Alexandra.
Yeah, Alexandra.
Yep.
My in my former paranormal team, we had a quote of Hans Holzer on our shirts.
Wow. What was it?
Can't remember it now. No, I got.
Jenny,
we had
take
a-
another-
we had a
Jenny,
whole
Jenny,
quote.
that's a drink violation. Take a drink. It's a
Yeah, I
violation.
know. I forget. I
You
forget what
want
it
to
said.
drink it,
Violation, you forgot.
the wrong guy.
It said something about like they're just human beings. Like ghosts are. We have to remember they're human beings.
But they know that too. Us as humans are forgetful. Us as humans have 99 million things between kids and bills and work. Can't remember it all. Just can't.
Yeah. I got
And
my brain is full.
Ghost Hunter wasn't. It was back in the 40s and 50s. That's when they first started with the word Ghost Hunter, and it wasn't now. Now there's a show, but the word Ghost Hunter wasn't from the show. It was actually said back then. Was in a newspaper with people going ghost hunting. Yeah.
Hence Ghostbusters, possibly. They didn't want to use that name, but they wanted to use something else to make the movie. That's what got me kind of into it. I love
that's why they couldn't use Ghost Hunters. They used Ghostbusters because it was.
Yeah.
But then I don't know how Ghost Hunters got it. Maybe because there is, a word, a time after, just like a period of time. After that period of time, you could start using the word. So maybe it was after that. Who knows?
Like someone said, I'm the historian Ghost Hunter. I go, that's kind of a country ring to it. I was like, so I grabbed it. It's been a couple of years, and I got it on YouTube. I said, oh, fuck it. Who you gonna call? Someone says. Real quick, what's funny? That place I went to this weekend, the Fort Western. The guy told us that Ghost Hunters Taps wanted to go there, and they said no to them. They let us go. Sorry, Jason Hawes. Pretty wild. I had to mention that.
That's craziness.
Yeah,
but that's what I did though. Jenny, you mentioned earlier you didn't know that. I didn't know that literally 2 months ago, and I live in this fucking state. That's the oldest wooden state fort still in American soil, built by the British, and I didn't know that. I'm thinking Alcatraz, but that's not wooden.
I love it.
So you start thinking.
I love the forts.
That's one.
We have like Fort Mifflin, Fort. Yeah, my favorite is Fort William Henry.
Fort William Henry. Yep.
Well, we got Fort Cotton over by me on Queens.
There's a fort in Salem too, I believe, or right by there.
They're amazing.
So it's kind of neat because that's history. And from what the tour guide told me, they've heard people marching upstairs like boots. I'm like,
yeah. One of my
Anthony, like you said, it's the real shit. It's the wooden planks. They don't put carpet on these things. They don't put 1930s.
And they wore boots back then too. And I'm talking about boots, not soft heeled, hard heeled boots with the soles. So when you hear a heel hit, you hit. And back then they did put taps on some of the heels to save them. That's where they put taps on heels. Yeah. To save the heels from wearing down. So they would put taps on the heels. So you would hear that too. Click. And that would be because you just put a little metal piece on the bottom.
They left scuffs on the wood, bro. They left scuffs on the wood because of that,
Well, two cool things is that it's wood, so it's actually going to hold a bit more of the memory from back then. And then actually one of my major early paranormal experiences was at Fort Stark in Newcastle, New Hampshire. So if you are, and it's right on the coast. So if you are coming down that way, you can definitely stop by there. But I actually saw
three bucket lists.
Fort Stark, you said? Stark?
S-T-R-A-K, S-T-A-R-K,
Yep. Yeah, and it was so
to bring back to the boots, the building of the boots. Remember now we have rubber and all this stuff on our boots, so our bodies can't properly ground itself. Back then they had leather, which is a conductor, so you can ground yourself even with those boots on because it was a leather sole that actually you could ground yourself with. Yeah. Nowadays people don't ground themselves like that, so that's why I feel that these old forts and these old places before the rubber came into the boots and everything else, and people actually ground themselves. That's why I think energy is still on those planks. Yeah. Because of that. If they had rubber boots, it wouldn't be. I don't think it'd be as much because of the person can't ground themselves when they walk. That's why people got sick and that's why I feel people got sick later on in life because we can't ground ourselves properly. By grounding ourselves actually opens us up to the earth. So now, with all this rubber in our shoes,
what it does is it insulates you, has a separation from actually the earth, basically. You're basically completely disconnected from the earth by wearing these rubber shoes. So you can't actually discharge your energy down.
So back then they didn't have that. So I feel that's why a lot of these old places
great energy, great point.
From grounding themselves onto the planks or onto anything else, because now plus now you got the buildings that have grounds that go outside and everything else. You know what I mean? That's how I feel with that.
Yeah.
I
No,
think
that's
that
a good
brings
point.
up a
It's
point.
valid. Absolutely
You
valid.
know?
Yeah, I never. Anthony always thinks of this stuff. He's like, I
He
love the way
thinks
he
of the
thinks.
energy, the
I love the way
I
he
electricity.
can't
thinks. I
help
really
that.
do.
Retired electrician. You know, I always think about energy.
Retired
No, I love it.
electrician.
Adam, here's a place you would have loved to investigate. I worked down. I helped put up Tower 3, 4, and part of 1, and I worked the underground in there. So I used to do my little investigations down there,
Whoa.
and I came
You
across
did?
a lot of stuff down there, a lot of stuff.
Wow.
And not only that I did
Oh,
that,
I just gotta.
everybody that
Yeah.
worked there that had experiences, from the
No way.
engineers to the security to everybody, cops and everything, they knew me as Tony the Ghost Guy or the real Ghostbuster.
That's
Real-
awesome.
Tony the
The
Ghost
real,
Guy.
he's the real Ghostbuster, Tony. Yeah, he's the Ghost Guy.
A
And
train.
they come to me and tell me stories.
A-Train.
I got them
Yes,
all written
A-Train.
down. The stories I
Tony
have
the
written
Ghost
down.
Guy.
But they were seeing stuff down there. And
Wow.
I bet.
I did investigation under my own little private things, but you couldn't do it. See, I had the security. I had security up to 20 years. I had to check back my record because you couldn't work down there unless you had, a security check, because
Yeah.
that's all area where nobody's allowed to go because of what happened down there.
Right.
And I did my own little investigations down there with, and there's so much you could bring down there, because you can't walk in with all these gadgets because they check your bags and everything before you go
Yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah.
So a lot of stuff was done with cell phones. My cell phone down there, and
Oh, like an
I-
app,
of
you
course,
mean?
of course, I broke my Ovilus down there. I was getting stuff from my Ovilus, the old Ovilus, like
Old school. Yeah.
old school. Yeah, that's the PM. The Ovilus with
That's
What,
early 2010s. Yeah.
that's the old one. So I
Do
went
you
I was
have-
going down there with that.
oh, yeah.
And I used to get stuff on there. So
Still works though.
it
Yeah,
worked
yeah.
great down there. I mean, I wasn't going to go in with all this advanced stuff because they look at that and they goes, "What the hell is that?" Is that And they question it. And what are you going to say? "I'm going ghost hunting." They can't do that. They won't let me do that. So that's one place I got a lot of stuff.
Really?
And then the churches in that area too. There's a couple of churches, St. Paul's Church and the Resurrection Church is right there, right off
Really?
Wall Street. And there's so much activity, and there's old stones there that go back to the 1600s that they couldn't move. They didn't move because they were in graveyards.
Really?
I worked in
Oh.
those churches in the church itself,
Yeah.
and a lot of in the church they had old stones in the basement of the church, that stone of people that had to remove and bring away, and they still got the stones at that church.
Yeah.
Talk about the mud stones with 1600 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Still in that
Jeez.
church, and it was lying. They had them in the church. Because they didn't go with the caskets and everything. When they had to move them in the 1800s.
That was like that Sleepy Hollow one I went to, the Dutch Hollow one where Washington Irving's buried. The author, there was tombstones in the church and shit. That's what they did back then. It's
Yeah.
almost like built into the graveyard, so to speak.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
1685 or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adam, have you been to Europe? Have you been overseas?
Never been overseas. Been to Canada when I was a kid a long, long time ago. Never been in Mexico, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Never really been. No. In Virginia, a couple places. Gettysburg, a couple times.
Yeah.
Went one time to a tour with my buddy Chris Sanders when we were friends, and the tour
Yeah.
like we heard gunshots, and we're like, "Is someone reenacting today?" He's like, "No, that usually happens a lot." I go, "Gunshots?" He goes, "Yeah." So I don't know
Wow.
if it was visual or what, but yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
pretty wild.
it's still amazing. And
I
like,
definitely want to
mean,
go. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was amazing. Gettysburg's fucking.
what do you
I
have
love
a bucket list, Adam?
Yeah, as
Yeah.
far as otherworldly, I'd love to get to like Romania, Dracula's castle. Like,
Whoa.
Romania would be pretty wild.
Mm.
Yeah.
Italy, like I said, the place where the guys are buried with the bricks in their mouth, or even just Rome, the old Colosseum.
Mm.
England's great, the old castles, of course, Egypt,
That's a
the
good
pyramids.
one.
The reasons why I want to go, it's not because it's like a big getaway. It's because I want to go see the Stonehenge, American Stonehenge. I want to see where Jack the Ripper walked the streets.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Or I
Good
want to see,
one.
like, you know what I mean, the
That's
pyramids
a
in
good
Egypt.
one.
But as far as America, man, I've been to Salem. I love Salem. Big one for me is probably New Orleans. I want to go where the vampire lore is.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's on my
Good
list.
choice.
Yes,
Yeah,
Mardi
that's a
Gras.
My list.
Where the chick jumped out the window and it's all boarded up with bricks now there in New Orleans, where they see the little Runa and stuff.
Talk about, I mean, talk about a vibe. Like we were talking about a vibe in Maine, like talk about a vibe in New Orleans. Really.
Yeah.
I feel like that thrives there. I mean, of course, the party scene's great, and like, you know, like the guy from Pantera's from there, and Nine Inch Nails, Trent Reznor's from there, and all these rock stars. And all
Yes,
that
I
stuff.
saw that. Yeah.
And New Orleans Saints, all that stuff. But when you think about the lore and you think about these vampires and how they were known as like the witches back then, but you also have the slavery. Like you had that one house where like there was like the girl was like literally having sex with her slaves, and at the end,
the LaLaurie mansion.
and she jumped out the window, and it's all barbed with brick. So it's a little thing. Then the West Coast, Alcatraz, the Cecil, of course, the Whaley House in San Diego, America's first known haunting, used to be a playhouse and a courthouse. So there's so many I want to see before I go. I'd love to get a minivan or Winnebago and just be like, let's go. Let's go check out where the guy jumped out of the airplane, Dillinger in Washington, D.C., where Pearl Jam was born, or the first
We're going to put you on top of our bus, our tour bus. We always say we're going to do a Chronicles tour bus. We always say that. Like,
Mystery Haunted presents the live tour.
We'll put him on top of the plane with a microphone.
Give him a megaphone.
Well, the other thing I'll mention too is like, because I agree, there's
the
so many
place they ever made cotton candy. No, whatever.
There's so many places I want to go to. I would
like
invite you, Adam, to look into remote viewing. Have you looked into remote viewing? Because there's so many places that you can actually like visit, but not visit.
I'm not gonna lie. I read people well. Even my girlfriend says I know how to play I know a little bit about enough to where I play the field on people and I read them. And I don't know if that's not really answering your question, but I read people in situations. I know when I'm not wanted. I know when I shouldn't be there, so to speak. And I know when it's time to open up. Maybe it's to give myself a free ride. Hey, want a free tour? Sure, I love a tour. Sometimes I think it's enough. So I try to read the energy as it is. I don't want to take money or have to consider it like a thing where someone goes, he was wrong. So I try not to. Right. I try to impress people just for them going, oh my God. You know what I mean? And they go, hey, by the way, want to take a tour? You know what I mean? So I try to plug other shit. But I think it's good in reading people being remote, and especially what I've been through. I know when things are near. I know situations to avoid. And living up in northern Maine, dude, and literally being up for 3 years and about 45 minutes to an hour away from my closest person that's a friend or relative is wild. I don't live with a gun, but I do get a machete and a baseball bat in every doorway. I don't have a cat. I don't have a dog. I live literally a fucking lone. So I don't have a lot of fear. And I'm not trying to brag about that, but to live alone in the middle of nowhere is pretty fucking wild. And I got to admit, it is.
That's true.
So I've only had literally two knocks on my door in 3 years, and it was people trying to sell me solar panels. And I answered it once and told me to go fuck away.
Oh, solar panels, yeah.
Like I left the brochure. So
I always get like new windows and new roof. They're always to my house.
It's like, all right, I live in the middle of nowhere. No one knows me. No one's knocking on my door. If they say, let's say I have a warrant, they're not coming in. So I do my own thing. Yeah, I do my shows every Thursday. I podcast live. I see my girl. I leave Fridays at the work. I see her for 2 or 3 days down in Saco, Maine, the Orchard Beach. That's where she lives. So I drive 3 hours down to see her. I drive 3 hours back on Mondays because I work on Tuesdays to Fridays. I work part-time since my accident. Work 4 days a week. So I see my dad when I can in Lewiston. He had some little bit of cancer a long time ago and stuff. So between that, I don't have any friends or family super lot except for you fucking guys. So I'm starting to make people in Maine, which is cool. I'm starting to know people a little bit. Jeff that runs the Maine convention. But I'm not gonna lie, if I wasn't talking to you guys right now, I'd probably be sleeping. I don't really do a super lot. So when I'm not doing a lot, I'm just investigating, I'm researching, and I'm finding the new place to bring myself and to want to bring you guys. Try to get the attention. Because down deep, someone's like, fuck, who cares about Stephen King? Who cares about Maine? Fuck Maine. Then there's someone like you that are like, oh, I want to go. So for those that want to go, Adam Historian Ghost Hunter, Historically Haunted Tours, Historically Haunted Vodcast, Historically Haunted Paranormal, Historically Haunted Booking. I got to trademark that name soon. Adam Began, that's me.
There you go. I know, yeah. So we're that's what I was gonna say.
But I want to be the first tour place that takes my truck to you. as far as New England goes, because I know places where Benedict Arnold has a parade with the Bullfrog Bridges in Connecticut, where where there's Hannah Cranach was dunked as a witch in Connecticut. I know all of Salem. I know a lot of Maine. So if you're in Portland and you're like, you live in Bangor, I'm like, for the extra money, I'll come to you and I'll show you where Stephen King was born and raised in Durham. The Black Dahlia, remember her? I know the place she was born and raised in Portland, Maine, the apartment. I have the backup to prove it.
Really?
So I've been to places. I
didn't realize she's from Maine.
Poet.
I know. I thought she was from California. I guess
I
not.
knew she went from California, moved to California.
I've been to Plymouth Rock in Massachusetts, Salem. I know where Lost at Sea was on the Ben from Gloucester, the fisherman. So I try to do as much as I can with movies, with fun. Hubie Halloween filming sites, Stephen King up the wazoo. I'm a big Stephen King guy. I know everything about him. So I really try to do it for what it's worth without trying to kiss ass or trying to market myself. But if someone wants to sign me, I'm here. Work with me. Adam Began, Historically Haunted. Let's go. I'm still alive, so I want to go.
Yes. Motto. You should have that on a shirt.
I want to get shirts. I had business cards and I'm sold out. I want to go. I go to Maine. That's where I met this dude. I handed out bracelets to my girlfriend. I go, free donation. We made over $200 in donations by giving out free bracelets. We didn't charge anybody. The only table not charging people. We most people. It's called.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, we like to promote people, who are on our show, so we'll make sure we get all your info.
I want you guys on there in February when I get some openings. That'd be great. February, March. I'm booked till then, but.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we get that.
I got lucky to get you in now because I'm booked in March also.
That's what she said. Just kidding. Yeah, no, seriously, I'll let you know.
I know.
I gotta laugh. You gotta laugh at life. I told my girlfriend, goes, you're kind of a little sketchy. I go, you know what? I smoke weed. I swear a little bit. I have funny jokes, but you know what?
That's funny.
I'm being me, and I'll bring the right people in. I don't want stiflers anyway. So if you guys come to Maine,
I love it.
England, I'd love to meet you
Be
guys
yourself.
in person. Thank you so much. That means a lot. I'm just trying, dude.
I mean,
there's no script. I got no leader. My mom. I'm just trying to make podcasts and tours and just trying to have fun with you fucking guys without you blocking.
It's what it's all about. Hanging out.
Yeah, that's when we have our show. That's what we want.
Am I friends with all of you on Facebook? If not, you better accept.
I think so.
All right.
I think I friended you. If you'll accept me, I think I sent you a friend request.
Life's about making new acquaintances. I've tried in Maine so long, and I don't know if they're jealous of me, they're scared of me, but I don't have a lot in Maine. I know some people from afar. They're like, I'd love to come to Maine. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I got a couple in Maine. Gene Tewksbury, Eastern Ghost Cat Research in Maine, friend of mine. But I'd love you guys coming to Maine and this summer, and I'll show you some good shit. Kimm.
Yeah.
Kimm, do it.
Yeah. Not the summer. Can't do summer, but.
Oh, fall, winter. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, when is it? September? The Paracon?
Yeah.
September.
It's September 11th and 12th or 12th and 13th or something, I think.
Yeah, you were there in September, Anthony. Yeah, which is a great time.
I wrote
my birthday is
down.
September 6th. I'm a Virgo, same day as Roger Waters from Pink Floyd. And he met me on my birthday.
Nice.
I spoke that night, believe it or not, I'm a speaker. I did a thing in the back room.
I met Roger Waters. I actually met. We were doing it. I was working at the Garden. They need electricians, extra electricians. So they send me in. And they send me in to set up and help set up.
Cheers.
So I'm setting up, and I'm like, they gave us a voucher to eat. Yeah. So we go in the back room, we're eating, and the old guy comes in with a kid. I'm like, who's this guy? It's like, sits down. My friend, one of the guys, my partner, it's like, that's Roger Waters. He's eating right there, right on the same table. I said, hey, how you doing? And we're talking back and forth. Just talking. But I didn't recognize him because I'm so used to seeing him young on the album. Now he's an older guy.
I know,
so
right?
We set up, and then we set up, we leave for a break, and then we come back, and we were standing backstage the whole concert. I was standing with her, handing him his guitars.
Oh, stop.
Everything. Oh, yeah. And slapping his hand 5 and like, hey.
Oh, stop.
And it was like, oh man. I was like, that's Roger Waters. And he played everything from Pink Floyd, every album. I'm like,
that's cool.
Oh man, this is.
I saw him at Fenway. They played the Red Sox Stadium, and he played Another Brick on the Wall
at the Garden. This was at the Garden, and the wild part about it, at the end of the night, we were loading on his equipment onto the trailers. A black limo comes down, he stops. Roger Waters gets out and shakes everybody's head. You guys did such a great job, and it was like,
how nice.
Roger Waters is like, he stopped his limo. got out and thanked everybody that was there. And I was like,
Good
this is
people.
wild.
Good people. Everybody's loving the show. Dude, legit, you guys are probably some of the best. And I'm not just saying
wow.
that. Like, I've been on some shows now
Thank
a lot.
you.
You guys are really.
I hope you had fun.
I
We
did
had a
have
great
fun.
time.
I would do this anytime again. Anytime you want me as a
Exactly.
guest co-host, a guest host, whatever. And I want you guys on my show. Let me give you this
Please
weekend
come
when
back.
I'll message you.
I gotta
it's the
tell you, that
2 hour
is a
mark.
fast 2 hours. I was
I
like,
was gonna say, it's
2
been
hours.
10
Yeah.
o'clock already. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I know. We can
I
talk
got
for
a
like
minute.
5.
We got to end the show. Sorry.
Oh gosh.
Listen, I
Sorry.
want to
can't-
thank you, Adam.
can't
You
see
were a
the
wonderful
counter.
guest. Everybody in the audience loved you.
That was
This a
great,
wonderful
dude.
time.
You guys made it
Wonderful
easy to
time.
talk. I didn't feel weird
Okay.
talking about myself. I don't want to cut you off, but like, this was fun. I'm gonna get you guys on my show after
Okay.
Christmas. Yes, Merry
Yeah.
Christmas after Christmas in
Okay.
February. I'd love to get you
Happy
on one at a time. I'll
holidays.
free you. I do
us
StreamYard
know.
too, so it's the same thing. So
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
let
wanna
us know.
thank
We
you,
love
Adam.
it.
I want to
We
thank.
love
I want to thank our audience. I really have to end the show. We got
Oh,
a
sorry.
couple of seconds left. I want to thank everybody again for being. We had a great audience tonight. I guess we had it was a great time. We really had a great time.
Yeah,
was
good
fun.
job.
Adam, definitely we'll get together with
look,
you.
we're shooting the shit with
We'll let you
friends,
know.
like not even talking.
Okay. So I want to just let everybody know that for when you go investigating, you gotta be safe because you want to look for ghosts. You don't want to be a ghost. Hey, forget about it. Ciao, familia. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, how you doing?